good morning, you beautiful people. It's a Thursday morning. It's nice and fresh. You tune in to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. It's a Thursday morning, and man, do we have a show lineup for you. We are almost there. We are almost there. It's almost weekend. Friday is just around the corner. But listen, we have got a jam-packed show for you today. If you're wondering what's the latest in the world of tech, then stay tuned because our man Grant Hinds is here. He talks us through everything from the new laws in the US regarding artificial intelligence. It's a big talking point at the moment, to the latest developments in Samsung. They had their flip and fold event yesterday, and listen, an epic range of brand new phones have been launched. Then we step into the world of trends. That's right, Miss Paula B is here and dive into the world of the hashtag TikTok. That's how, where we explore hair and beauty trends making absolute moves on the platform as well. And then finally, we are super excited. I just met the man as well. We get an exclusive performance from Press. That's right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso, who you can also catch at the opening ceremony of the Netball World Cup on Friday. That is just around the corner. So let's do it. Let's press play on this Thursday morning and have a lekker one. Looking forward to it. And now let's say good morning to the most epic colleague in the world. Here he is, Mr. Carl Wasty.
You know that you're my friend, my colleague. I just want to let you know, we are a lot closer than that. I hope that we've come to a point where we are that close, okay? Because I love you. But good morning. Yes, my name is Carl Wasty. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And today I've got a social media question. And the social media question is about social media. So it's social media on social media at social mediaception. And that is, right, what is the first app that you open when you wake up? For you and I, it's very, very simple. It's the alarm app. So that's why we open that up first, then we wake up, and then we actually have to go to work. Thereafter, it's entirely up to anybody when it comes to social media. It could be Instagram, it could be X, could be Threads. It doesn't matter what it is. You tell me, 063-408-8863, and also why you open that app first. So remember, alarm app. Another thing that we open is the news app, so that Ewan can do this.
Thank you, my friend, Carl Wasty. Much appreciated. That alarm app is absolutely wonderful, I must just say. Let's get into your national news this morning. It is time to start off your Thursday morning. President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived in St. Petersburg in the Russian Federation to head South Africa's participation in the second Russia-Africa Summit, which takes place today and tomorrow. Now, he is accompanied by the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Dr. Naledi Pandor, and the Minister in the Presidency, Kumbutso Ntshavheni. Now, the summit aims to foster mutually beneficial cooperation and partnerships between Russia and the African continent, with the focus on strengthening cooperation between Russia and African states in politics, security, trade, science, IT, education, culture, sports, the youth, and the environment. And the mining company Pan African Resources plans to take over some of the old mine dumps on the West Rand and turn them into cash. Now, the company has launched a mining and rehabilitation development for the West Rand in Krugersdorp and Kagiso. The project is worth some 2.5 billion rand and is expected to produce about 50,000 ounces of gold per year. Now, the company acknowledges that the presence of illegal miners, or the so-called zama-zamas, and it is a reality in the area, they say, but says it won't tolerate any illegal activity. Then making international news headlines this morning, tens of thousands of fighters who took part in the civil war in Ethiopia's northern region of Tigray have been demobilized in line with a peace agreement reached last November. Now, a senior figure in Tigray's interim administration said some 55,000 former fighters had been sent home to their communities. General Tadesse Wood, who was commander of the Tigray forces in the two-year war against the government, described the former fighters as heroes who brought around 500,000 people where it was killed in the war. And India's parliament has authorized a no-confidence vote against Narendra Modi's government by an alliance of opposition parties to force the Prime Minister to address in detail concerns about ethnic clashes in a northeastern state. Now, the opposition wants a debate on the violence in the remote Manipur state, in which some 130 people were killed and some 60,000 displaced since early May. Now, the ethnic tensions in the small state of some 3.2 million people are seen as a rare political failure by Modi's government, which faces a national election in May 2024. And we end off with this story, and I love this, bringing it closer to home. Sandparks is launching a 1 or 4 track route at the II's Richtersveld Transfrontier Park between Namibia and the Northern Cape for the flower season. It's just around the corner. Now, spokesperson for Sandparks, Genevieve Marsdorp, says Armandshoek is not an ordinary tourism route. It's being specially opened for 3 weeks to allow the public to experience the transformation of the semi-desert area. Now, binoculars and cameras are an absolute must. There is no desert flora on our planet possessing similar species richness and individuality of flora. And in an area of 1 square kilometers, some 360 plant species of flowering plants are found at a site with an average rainfall of only 68 millimeters annually, which is very, very little. So that is definitely a sight to behold. So if you are close by or you want to make a trip, there we go. That's your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. We'll be back at 7 with another round.
Thanks a lot, Ewan. Let's take a look at your sporting action, starting with cricket. Australian opener David Warner denied rumours of retiring from Test cricket alongside Steve Smith after the final Ashes contest against England at the Oval. Now, Warner expressed his desire to retire after playing his last Test against Pakistan in Sydney in January next year. He plans to continue playing until 2024, T20 World Cup, of course. The Australian recently secured the Ashes urn, leading England 2-1 with a fifth Test getting underway later today at 12 from the Kia Oval that is in London. Let's head on over to rugby action. The Cheetahs, Currie Cup champions, are gearing up for the 2023-2024 season with new signings and contract extensions. Returning players Carl Wegner and Ruben de Haas are back in Bloemfontein after overseas stints. Fly half Abner van Rienen, as well as scrum half Regan Oranje and props Bonella Mtanjane and Justin Forward, as well as Lawrence Victor are among the new signings. Now, of course, additionally, 13 stalwarts have signed contract extensions. The Cheetahs are set to compete in the European Challenge Cup, starting with a match against Zebre in Parma, and that'll be on the 9th of December. On to football action, in a thrilling turn of events in Group C at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, Spain and Japan have become the first teams to secure their place in the round of 16. Spain's Alexia Putellas, a distinguished two-time Ballon d'Or recipient, staged a triumphant return from her knee injury, playing a pivotal role in Spain's dominant 5-0 win against Zambia. Meanwhile, Japan displayed their prowess with a convincing 2-0 victory over Costa Rica, and they were securing their spot in the knockout rounds. In a gripping Group B match, the Olympic champions Canada showcased their resilience, rallying from behind to conquer Ireland 2-1. And with this victory, Canada advanced to the next round, while Ireland's hopes for progression have been dashed. Now on to some aquatics. In a stunning display at the World Aquatics Championships, Australia's Molly O'Callaghan made history by shattering the longest-standing world record in women's swimming. The 19-year-old sensation claimed the 200-meter freestyle title in an incredible time of 1 minute 52.8 seconds, surpassing the performance-enhancing bodysuit era record set back in 2009 by Italian swimmer Federica Pellegrini. Callahan's achievement was even more remarkable as she finished 0.16 seconds ahead of Australian, Ariane Titmus, in an intense and extraordinary final. Now, Canada's Summer McIntosh secured the bronze medal, trading 0.80 seconds behind and also setting a world junior record in the process. That's it for sport for now. Another update in 1 hour, but let's take a look at how your day will start with the weather, some news, some temperatures, and some sunrise views.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's get into your weather for this morning, but now weather news first. Even though I am in a short sleeve shirt, temperatures are still very, very cold. Now, the SA Weather Service has repeated its warning that an intense cut-off low-pressure system is expected to make landfall tomorrow evening over the Western and Northern Cape, dropping the daytime temperature significantly from Saturday into Sunday. Now, the public and small stock farmers are advised that very cold, wet and windy conditions can be expected over the southern high-lying areas of the Namaka region in the Northern Cape and over the interior of the Western Cape, accompanied by snowfalls over the mountainous areas. A yellow level 1 warning was also issued for heavy waves, resulting in difficulty at navigation at sea for small vessels between Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay. Dress warmly, South Africa. Let's get into your temperatures right now. Polokwane, good morning to you. Starting off on 6 degrees minimum and a mild maximum of 24 late on today. Mbombela starting off on 13, reaching a nice and warm 27 late on. Pretoria 9. 9 and a high of 22. Johannesburg 10 minimum and a maximum of 21 degrees. Then over to my on 10 degrees minimum and a mild maximum of 25 degrees. Klerksdorp starting off on 9 degrees, reaching a maximum of 25 degrees. Kimberley on 6 degrees, reaching a maximum of 23. And Bloemfontein, nice and cold this morning, 2 degrees minimum and a maximum of 22 degrees. Then we head on over to Richards Bay. Good morning to you. 15 degrees and a maximum of 25. Pietermaritzburg on 8 degrees minimum, but warming up to 25 there as well. Durban 15 and a high of 24. And Tata starting off on 22 degrees, or starting off on 6 rather, reaching a maximum of 22 degrees. Over to East London, that's you can expect a minimum of 11 degrees, reaching a high of 20. Craddock, nice and cold this morning as well, minimum of 3 and a maximum of 19. GQ, Gqeberha on 9 degrees minimum with a maximum of 20. George, starting off on 6 degrees minimum, your maximum 18 degrees. Then Cape Town starting off on 10 degrees minimum this morning, staying cool with a maximum of only 16 rather, and Worcester on 6 degrees with a maximum of 19. Sutherland starting off the day very, very cold with 3 degrees minimum, staying cold with a maximum of only 14, and Uppington on 12 degrees, but a milder maximum of 24 degrees later on. Temperatures for now. Before we do anything else, let's see what pictures you've sent in. I love your pictures, and we want to say good morning to Keenan. Good morning, Keenan from GQ, sharing beautiful views of the sun rising up. Look at that. It's one way to start your morning for sure. And then Kathy, good morning to you, all the way out in Durbs, snapped this beautiful photo of pink clouds wisping in the sky. And look at that, stunning hues of orange as well. Linton, good morning to you as well in Pinetown. Looks like Linton's feeling very, very excited looking at, these red hues as well. Beautiful shot. Thank you very much. And Lilith, also in Pinetown. Good morning, Lilith. Standing outside looking out at the town. Absolutely. What a view. What a view. Come on. That's one place you want to go and sit and have a cup of coffee to start your day with. Thank you very much. We love, love, love seeing all your pictures. Please continue to share your morning views with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. That's your weather.
So coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we have things that you may have missed while you were sleeping. That's right, while you sleep, we work. So you'll get all the updates for you. Plus, we have a winner of 2,000 Rand, and it could be you. Find out just after these.
Now you can generously give a voice to Storytime. Visit our library of homegrown audio stories at cadbury.co.za.
It's my feel good.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's so nice to have you around because I know that you've just woken up and then you see you and I on the TV and you're like, what's going on? Like, why are they there? The reason why is that we actually did not sleep.
Yeah.
All right, we focused on the news headlines that could be of interest to you, and we got some goodies. In fact, let's start South Africa-wise.
Yes, I love it. Our population
stats, right?
It's growing.
Yo!
It's growing exponentially, a lot, exactly. So South Africa's current population stands at over 60 million people, meneer. It's Bayer.
Sure.
There's Bayer. And that's, of course, as per the latest United Nations data. And this is representing a 0.5 or 75% of the global population, my friend.
I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that is actually quite a lot.
It's a lot if you take a look
us,
at,
you know?
the entire world that is round.
Yes.
You know, I'm just,
that is round.
out there. Yeah, no, just making sure. But I mean, out of like what 8 billion people, 0.75%, it is a lot. It ranks 24th globally on, in terms of populace in Africa, and also, the 24th globally and 6th in the Africa in terms of populace size. Notably, there's 70% or 42 million residents that live in urban areas, and the median age is around 27.6 years. Lots of stats there for you this morning.
I mean, India slightly outnumbers China at the moment as the world's most populous country. UN projections anticipate a global population of around 9.7 billion by 2050. And there's another massive stat. The only thing is that you've got so many people in South Africa, you can say, 60 million, we're a growing nation, but a growing nation needs food.
Yes.
It's not nice to hear about food prices that are spiking at the moment. The average household food basket, at the moment we're looking at around 333 Rand and 7 cents, okay, over the past year, according to a report by Peter Maritzburg Economic Justice and Dignity Group. And the group monitors food price data from 79 retailers across both urban and rural areas. You can tell that we didn't sleep last night.
Yeah, for sure.
And that increase of 333 Rand and 7 cents is huge for any household. We're talking essentials: fish, polony, eggs, salt, sugar, potatoes, butternut, and apples. They've seen a 5% increase. And it's not easy because 60 million people, we got to feed them, but the food price is increasing. And unfortunately, salaries are not increasing. That is something that has to be looked at on an economic scale when it comes to South Africa. So all we can do is hope that things do change in that front for you. But that's what happened while you were sleeping.
Exactly. So while we see, we're crunching numbers.
Of course, we had a lot
to
of...
make sure of all the facts. And of course, with all the people around in South Africa, 60 million of them, a lot of them have cars and needs to drive around as well.
Don't tell me.
It's happening. We have to brace ourselves a little bit. Not the best news for fuel prices. I mean, the final week of July signals a rather impending rise in fuel prices. I mean, yeah, and according to the Central Energy Fund's latest data, I mean, it hints at a steeper fuel price next month, which is just around the corner, with petrol prices expected to increase by 20 to 25 cents per litre and diesel increases by around 60 cents per litre. Ouch, that's for sure. And of course, must also say a weakening rand could escalate the rise even further. Now, it is worth noting that petrol prices have doubled over the past decade, with fuel tax surging by 140%.
So, I mean, you and I don't only look for the bad news when you're sleeping, okay? I'd be just telling you exactly what's out there. And a food price spike, okay, 60 million population spike and a petrol spike. And you're thinking that things are not going to be any different? Let's go to Europe for a second. Temperature spikes and drops. This is crazy. Italy is grappling with two extremes at the moment, and we're talking about scorching wildfires in the south, all right? These things are terrible. Violent storms are up in the north, resulting in 7 fatalities over this past 24 hours. Now, the record temperatures of 47 degrees Celsius in Sicily sparked wildfires, leading to a temporary closure of Palermo airport and the evacuation of 120 families, okay? Fires even threatened a 15th century church and caused massive environmental damage. Meanwhile, the north faced stormy conditions causing widespread damage and breakdowns. In Lombardy, 4 people were unfortunately killed, including a teenager during a camping trip. And the contrasting calamities, coupled with the mounting death toll, have prompted the governor of Sicily to call for a state of emergency. Look on your screen now. That's a river of ice, in contrast to the fire.
47 degrees down south. I mean, come on. That is intense.
Climate change.
Climate change. If ever you ask yourself, well, is climate change real?
There it is.
There it is on your screens right now. So, so that's some of the things that happened while we were sleeping, or while you were sleeping, not us. We were sleeping.
This all does sound like a massive headache. However, that's why we do have Panado.
Introducing new
Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever anytime, anywhere.
Thank you very much, Carl, for that lovely little segue there. Now, you know what? The story this morning, let's just take a deep breath and breathe into the story this morning because, you know, like a mother's embrace, love brings warmth and comfort even in the coldest of winter days. So what you can do is you can nominate your loved one for a hearty dose of care valued at 2,000 Rand, courtesy of Panado. And it is now time to announce our next lucky winner. So please, may we put our hands together for our winner this morning, Ashanti Peterson. Come on, give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And this is really such a heartfelt one this morning. Now, Heslin commented and said, I nominate my daughter who is suffering from stage 3 brain cancer. Now, she has been fighting for 3 long years, and this warrior fights every single day with all that she has to survive. Now, I love her so much. She deserves a little pampering, considering she knows nothing but pain, needles, and hospital beds, and of course, including all that right hashtags is there. We have them on the line. Heslin, Ashanti, good morning to you for your Good Breakfast Show.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. Thank you very much for connecting with us and giving us that unbelievable nomination, Heslin. I mean, what an incredible nomination. How's your daughter's resilience and strength and just the way that she has inspired you and your family with everything that's been going on?
Inspired us in a good way. All we can do is to take care of her while she's disabled. Give us power each and every day that she can make it.
Yeah, man, you know what? I really do hope that this little dose of care can mean a little bit something. What would this dose of care, I mean, it's 2,000 Rand that you can use in any which way you would like. What would this mean to you guys?
This dose of care can help us to take her to the hospital and for medical attention.
Yeah. Now, listen, Heslin, thank you very much. It's been just wonderful to connect with you this morning, and we wish you nothing but the best for you and your family, and Ashanti specifically, and blessings to your family.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, there we have it. A dose of care is on its way to this very deserving family, 2,000 Rand, thanks to Panado. Now, you can also be a beacon of warmth and nominate someone deserving for a heartwarming dose of care to make their winter extraordinary.
Being a parent can be challenging, but stepping out is when things get real complicated. That's why new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets are here to make the job easier. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever anytime, anywhere. Panado, a dose of care.
Coming up in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, some local gym enthusiasts show their support for our Netball World Cup, which launched just yesterday. And if you thought Rice Krispies was only about breakfast, I am sorry. There is a panna cotta coming your way. Make sure you get ready for that recipe in the next couple of moments. This is Expresso on S3.
Watch South Africa versus Scotland live in France in a once-in-a-lifetime rugby experience brought to you by Clover. Catch the box in rugby's ultimate showpiece hosted by Springbok legend Skulk Burger. 5 lucky winners and their partners will be winging their way to France. Plus, take a cruise to the Mediterranean island paradise of Ibiza. Buy any Clover product to enter. Watch Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more information on how you can win.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here in S3. And while not all netball fans in South Africa will be able to attend the World Cup games in Cape Town, it hasn't stopped them from showing their support for the team. F45 and Bryanston Joburg is no exception to that. And this past weekend combined their love for fitness and netball in a workout to show their support for those Spa Proteas. Let's take a look.
My name is Tebo Mkunu. I am the head trainer at F45 Bryanston. So we're gathered here to celebrate the Proteas. It's a good thing to gather and actually make awareness of the sport, and obviously the World Cup is ahead of us, and we're quite keen to gather and celebrate the entire initiative together. Setup is a hybrid workout. We've got 18 stations on the floor. We start at station number 1, and station number 1 is where we incorporate your cardio work, and then we move on to station number 2. Station number 2, we get into your core workout, where we're moving in with your speed sprawls, where you're really generating a lot of power from the midsection to transfer the weight from the hands all the way to the feet. So we're really trying to incorporate a full body workout. That's essentially what we're getting out of the members, and that's what you'll find encompassing in the entire sort of workout, in the mix of everything, all those 18 stations. So anyone can essentially do the workout. We've got a little stations, or a couple of stations, where we're going to incorporate, some netball workouts and netball style of workouts, but mainly anyone from beginner level to your most experienced of guys training is available to do the workout. So to the team, look, I think gathering here already is an initiative on its own, and we really wanted to showcase how much we are supporting the Proteas, and all the best to them, and we're obviously all rooting for them. It's not just F45, it's South Africa as a whole in general, and I think we just wanted to show that and showcase that today. So all the best to them. We really do hope they take it to the top.
The workout was really, really tough. I mean, I'm a netball player, and I was like, what the hell is this? But it was fun. It's always fun coming to F45. It's such a great sense of community, and I like that you sweat and you also get to chuckle at the same time. So it was great. Firstly, shout out to Netball SA. It's the first time that the World Cup is on African soil, so that's a great milestone for the country. And to the girls, leave it all on the court, go for gold. We are totally behind you. Good luck.
The workout today was very nice because it's a functional training, so it focuses on mobility, agility, cardio, and a bit of strength. So it incorporates all of that, everyday movements, so it helps with your squats, your lunges, running. So I think it translates very well into netball as well. To the netball team, you guys have our full support here at F45. You can see we're a whole community. We'll be supporting you all the way, watching all the games, and hope you take it all the way and bring it back home.
The workout this morning was amazing. I just love all the vibes, the community, bringing everyone together and just having a good morning. My message for the women would just be to go out there and enjoy yourself. You're an inspiration to others, you're an inspiration to the country, you're an inspiration to women, and just showing them that they have the potential to reach their dreams and just take the courage to do what they want to do.
Okay, the workout was super easy, as you guys can see. No, it was actually, a Saturday session is the best one of the week. I love coming here, it's like a family, and you get the best workout, the best people. Yeah, it's just amazing. Well, I think we're all here today, we're all backing them, and I think they're going to do amazing. So we'll be watching their games, we'll be supporting them all the way, and hoping they take it to the end.
Getting muscle behind the Proteas ahead of that Netball World Cup. It sounds so good. And maybe that's a little challenge to every single gym, every sports facility to get behind our Proteas as they head into that Netball World Cup. You got this, ladies. Go take it home. In fact, keep it home.
All right, Carl, I'm going to ask you to join me in the kitchen here, my friend, because we are going to be tantalizing your taste buds this morning with a delicious play on some Rice Krispie treats. A Rice Krispie panna cotta, my friend. How does that
Got
sound?
my apron. It sounds
So we're gonna.
so good.
How do I play on this? Panna cotta. So we're gonna pan our recipe,
Yes.
and then we cotta plate it.
Yep, that's
See,
it.
panna cotta.
We have to. I just hope that you and I can rise to the occasion. So let's go, Brew.
There's a lot going on here, my brew.
Yes,
I
there are.
don't even know where to start. Okay, so we're going to start with the panna cotta side first. So we've got 2 cups of cream in here that has been heated already. Okay, so we have a cup of milk that's going to go in here as well. Lovely
that
stuff.
wobble on a panna cotta. I think that's where the magic is. This is why
Exactly.
the gelatin bloom is so important in this recipe.
What does that
otherwise-
mean?
So gelatin needs time to sit in a certain liquid,
So that-
and obviously all of the I'm going to say like the gelatin's sort of proteins, you're going to call it that, or its structure needs to expand in order to make it pliable,
There you
and
go.
that little structure needs to go through the entire liquid in order for when it does cool down
Yes.
to have that wobbly shape that is like jelly pretty much.
Look at you.
So
Look at
that's
you,
what we
my
need.
friend.
It's like
Let's give
that.
this a little bit of heat. There we go.
Perfect.
So that's
So
going
now
on
it's
there.
blooming and booming.
Blooming and moving, some vanilla. I love some vanilla.
Vanilla's
Vanilla.
important. Yep, that's it.
And a little bit of sugar goes in there as well. Of course, if you want to find out the exact recipe and measurements and all of that, you can head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. All right,
Wonderful.
so this is dissolving nicely. So this is the panna cotta side of it.
All right. But now I need to get, so that but the panna needs a cot, as in like a something structure, a cot. that the
Yes,
baby needs, but
yes.
to sit on. That's exactly. So
Exactly.
in
So
front of me.
You've got some white chocolate, and
Okay.
some caramel treat on that side.
Ooh, this sounds good. So do you want me to put the caramel treat in the chocolate? Is that what you want?
That's what I want from
Is that
you.
what you want from me?
Yes, and then you take
Okay.
1.5 cups of our Rice Krispies.
And we're
all
gonna
right?
mix.
Oh,
Ooh.
how lovely. So this is the vanilla flavor. I mean, it comes in 2 flavors, the original and the vanilla, which is
you want this in
fantastic.
here?
No
This is
artificial colorants or preservatives in there.
I'd like
I mean,
this-
we love Rice
This
Krispies.
looks
Come on.
so good, by the way.
Yeah, and then,
Incorporate.
yes.
And then incorporate, right?
So this is now for our base. Okay, so let me not try and make a mess here right now.
Well, I think that's the great thing of being in the kitchen with you is that we have to make a mess. I like that swirl effect.
Okay,
actually.
I'm gonna
And then
coil
how
this.
many? How many Rice Krispies do you need?
A cup and a half.
57,000.
Cup and a half. Yes,
Cup and a half.
57,000 sounds about right.
Okay, let's do it. Okay,
All right. So there we have it.
and a half. I'm eyeballing.
And you can just gooi that a little bit with a mix.
Okay, that's fine.
So we have these beautiful little ceramic bowls which you're going to do to kind of shape the panna cotta and that, all right? So that's going to go in
Great.
there. Oh, this is not working for me. I don't know how to,
What? You have so much finesse in you, man. The way you operate.
you know, yeah,
you're
all on the
about
kitchen
finesse,
counter.
my friend. That's what you are.
Oh, this smells divine though.
You're all about it. This is great.
So what you want to
Okay.
do with this now, because obviously there's now the gelatine in here, right?
To be honest,
You
I'm
want to
just
put
gonna
it
check
in
this
the
again.
fridge, not the freezer, okay? Why not, Carl?
So I just had to check it.
Oh, okay.
See if it's okay.
And how is it?
The textures are great.
Okay. Is it popping?
It's so good. It really is. That snaps different. That crackles different.
Snaps
That pops different.
Okay, but I asked you a question, my friend.
What's your question? I would.
Why do you not put the panna cotta in the freezer?
Oh,
And you should keep in the fridge.
in the freezer.
Why not in the freezer?
No, I just think that it's not good for. I mean, you know what? Jelly goes super hard sometimes, man. If you haven't blew that stuff properly, you're gonna get that very, very hard type of. It's not a semi-Fredo. It's a panna cotta.
you
So
see.
you want to make sure that the temperature is nice and regulated. So you,
the other
and you
reason-
get the wobble.
The other reason is, of course, if you're going to put it in the freezer, because you're dealing with cream and milk and that,
Oh,
it
yeah.
become very watery.
You don't want that.
We don't want that. We want it to set beautifully, okay? So when you're done with this, you put
Yes.
it in an oven tray, just like this one, lined with a little bit of baking paper, and just kind of pop it down and put it in the fridge as well for it to set nicely.
Oh, okay, and then you can cut out your.
Yeah,
Put this on here, and then you let that.
exactly.
Okay, this is perfect.
And then we need to make a little bit of a crumb on top, just to make
Yes.
it nice as well. So what we've done here, we took some Rice Krispies
Yep.
and a little bit of pretzels in there, crushed them up, and then we just kind of lightly toast them
Okay.
in a pan, all right? In your oven, yeah, just like that.
You just press it down, and we get those little bases for them. That's perfect. Love it.
So that's the base. And then once it's set nicely, you take a cookie cutter and you just kind of pop out the rounds as big as the panna cotta that you've made.
Very
Righto.
nice.
So that's been set. So here we have a little final product.
Okay.
Okay. And then here we have our little Rice Krispie treat. And now we just now got to try and get it on there.
It's so good. By the way, it also tastes.
I'm going to manage.
Tasted it with me.
I'm not going to manage.
It's great.
This one has been
let
standing
me see.
here.
That is it. So you want to get a wobble here.
Yeah. Look at you. Look at you.
Let's see if it works out nicely. Okay. There we go.
Is it going? It's going.
It's going. It's going.
Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. Yes, man. Look at that. And then we have a little bit of this little crumb that's going to
Beautiful.
go on there.
There we go. Oh man, we did so well today. Look at us go. Let's add that to the mix here. And
That was
stunning.
That was quite something.
Look
That
at
was
us
quite
go.
something. But
Hey?
I mean, you know what? When you say the words panna cotta,
Panacotta.
you immediately feel like you're in another level.
Yeah.
You know, you're competing in another league completely. But we can make it at home by ourselves, which is fantastic. Expresso Show, that's a website. We can find all the details. And of course, in celebration of 100 years of hashtag nourishing great starts, Kellogg's are giving you the chance to win your share of R1 million in cash. So all you need to do is simply buy any 2 of their qualifying products and dial this *120 *2447 hash, and then all you do is you follow the prompts and you enter the last 4 digits of your barcode. Now, South Africans will of course stand a chance of winning until the end of October, so you still have a bit of time, but I suggest you start early. T's and C's can be found on their website, kellogg's.co.za, and once again, for the recipe that we made here this morning, you can head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. You're trying to be fancy. What do you prefer? Like the actual Rice Krispies?
I actually like
a little bit of
That's why I
crushed
tried
one?
it this way. I think I like it this way.
You like it that way?
I like a bit of the whole Rice Krispies in there. It's fantastic. Thank you.
This man is just eating breakfast.
Breakfast.
I love
From
it.
a box full of goodness to a breakfast that keeps a nation going, here's to 100 years of nourishing great starts.
So coming up in the Feel Good Breakfast Show, we got Grant Hinds here, and we got some tech trends for you. We're going to run them down. Any scoops?
Look, we're talking about threads. I know a lot of people want to know about that. We're talking about brand new phone announcements that happened yesterday and all updates for iOS, if you guys are interested in that. And some really exciting stuff happening in the tech world, you know? You're going to be in the loop today. You're going to go to work today and you're going to know exactly what to say to everybody.
And don't forget, we also have some of the netball stuff coming up. You know, Netball World Cup, the craze continues, so make sure you stay there for Netbret on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Don't let a cough spoil your family's work or play this winter. Expigen cough syrup is effective in helping to relieve congestion, and it does not contain alcohol or tartrazine. This July on Expresso, 2 lucky viewers stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash prize in cash each. Simply reply to the competition question on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages using hashtag Expigen and hashtag HealthyFam, in your answer. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Facebook.
It's my feel good.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, you're in S3, and it's been an exciting week when it came to the tech world, from Twitter disappearing to, new phones being launched. We got our tech expert, Grant Hinds, who's here to break everything down for you and I this morning. Grant, welcome once again. It has been that type of week, right?
It's been that type of week.
Yeah.
And specifically yesterday, it was Samsung's Unpacked. So that's, whenever Samsung do an Unpacked, it's like one of my favorite times of the year. I'm just such a nerd for Samsung stuff. But it was their Flip and Fold event. So all the new foldable devices were announced and officially launched. Well, they're going to be launched in stores later on next month. But the flip phones are the smaller ones. They start there.
Yeah.
They've got a much bigger front-facing screen. They've all got the S23 processors in them. So they're much faster than last year's ones. They managed to get rid of the gap in between nearly eliminate the gap in between when it folds. So,
I saw that,
it looks so clean. And they've just done basically a refinement on the whole overall design.
Yeah.
Then we've also got the Fold, which was also revealed. Same story, 120 hertz processor, nearly got rid of that crease again. Also IP68 approved, and that hinge has been updated, so it means that you can, it's dust and water resistant, and it's far more durable than it's ever been, which is great, because I think a lot of people are nervous with foldable phones. They just feel like folding glass is vulnerable, but it actually isn't. It's actually, there's a lot of research and development, and I think they said something like it's being like the 5th iteration of this device, and it's like, you're right, this is the 5th foldable that they've launched. So it's really cool. Then I was quite surprised. Well, actually, I was really excited because I was kind of crossing fingers for it.
Yes.
They also spoke about the Watch 6. I'm a huge watch fan. I use my watch to do a lot of things. I use smart things. I open up my gates. So I love watch. So I'm really excited about that. But they've got the bezel back, that rotating bezel.
Yeah.
And then they've got the new S9, or the Tab S9 series. So all the way up to the Ultra. So new tablets.
Nice.
Yeah, which is huge. I see you rocking your Samsung Tab.
Yes.
As well. But I really love them for art and illustration. And it's a huge push to the software division, because all these Android tablets that are coming out means that we're going to get way more exciting software on Android for illustration and so on.
This is going to be fantastic. I know it's going to be as well. And, apparently getting your hands on a Fold and a Flip as well, they do have something of a trade-in deal, which is huge. So you need to go and check out your local, mobile store to go check it out. It's fantastic to get that new tech. Of course, let's move on, because we've got Twitter changing to X. We've been chatting about this at length.
What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the innovation is. I'm not sure what the thinking is. Maybe it's just a massive breakaway from what it used to be. But Grant, from a tech expert perspective, why would a company rebrand and make a rebrand this big and also so suddenly?
I don't know. It makes no sense to me, because look, Elon Musk has had X Corp, or he's tried it. He had PayPal originally, wanted that to be called X.
Yes.
He's trying to rebrand all the time. Now he's got Twitter and wants to call it X. You think that when you buy a company, why did he buy it for billions of dollars? That people who understand Twitter would. The branding it's part of our zeitgeist, where you could talk to your gran and say tweet. She knows what you're talking about. Now you're just going to take that away. You know what a tweet's going to be called?
What?
An X.
Oh, he's going to say...
that's literally what he said. And when I X'd something, that's when I tweeted it.
So tell me something.
It makes no sense.
If you're going to send a tweet to a past relationship person, are you going to say, I just X'd...
I X'd my ex. Across the... What?
You understand what I'm saying?
It makes no sense.
It doesn't work.
Anyway,
I don't get it though. I don't even see a commercial. Is there commercial value, or is it just arrogance?
I don't know. It's obviously a decision that was made. I think the Twitter branding was very strong.
Yeah.
We all knew it. It was part of our, everybody knew what Twitter was. We'll just wait to see. I don't know. This might be the last nail in the coffin for Twitter, because also Threads was announced.
There we go.
And I don't know how many. I know South Africans love Instagram and we love Twitter.
You told me to get on Threads. You were the first person that told me to get on Threads.
What do you expect?
You were the guy. You came to me and said, "Get onto Threads." I'm like, okay.
Yes,
and I got on, and I mean, it's looking good, honestly.
So for people that don't know, Threads is Instagram's version of Twitter, in like a text-based thing. It's unlocked a whole bunch of cool features that are behind Twitter's paywall, like being able to do longer tweets. What do we call them now? X's.
X's.
Longer posts, I guess. So, like, I think there's a lot of potential. It's probably the strongest contender to Twitter that we've seen because people, especially in South Africa, always look at South Africa. We have a lot of our national conversation on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a big part of our dialogue. And a lot of us are on Instagram as well. So, like, when we got onto Threads, boom, a lot of our followers, like, moved over. We still have those communities. Is that where South Africa is going to go for our short-form posting? Are we going to move away from X? Are they going to move over to Threads? Because what are they doing? What are they doing?
No idea, but thanks a lot, Grant. We've tracked through the foldables, all right? People joining the flip side. Twitter turning to X, so in South Africa we call it. And then, of course, we've got Threads as well. So what are we going to do? We're going to trust Grant, and we're going to go forward into the future. So we'll just have to put an X up very quickly for Ewan and what he's about to do. At Ewan, what are you about to do?
I don't know. I don't know. This is bizarre. But anyways, we'll see how this rolls out. I don't know. Personally, I don't know if I have the capacity for another platform. But anyways, Threads, apparently it is really cool. So Carl is living testimony of that. Right now, though, I want to chat about trading. Now, OctaFX, South Africa's most reliable trading platform, is turning 12. And to celebrate their birthday, they are giving you the chance to win some incredible prizes. I mean, we're talking your PlayStations, iMacs, MacBooks, VR headsets, and so much more. So the deal is, the contest starts on the 31st of July, but you can now register already. So get onto it now. Earlier, the better. Now, the competition is open to both new and existing users. So if you don't have an account just yet, just go and download the OctaFX app and register an account. It's as easy as that. And then to enter, all you have to do is trade at least 2 lots from the 31st of July until the 14th of August. 2 lots equals 1 ticket. So the more lots you trade, the more tickets you get, and the better your chances at winning. It sounds like a deal to me. Now, the OctaFX platform is packed with incredible educational material. So even if you don't know, it's there for you to assist both new and experienced traders. So if you always wanted to get into trading but not sure where to start, well, then this is your time to do it. Get onto it now, South Africa.
So coming up in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, I know you want more entertainment. We are going to give it to you. We've got some social media trends, of course, coming your way when it comes to the Netball World Cup. Plus, we've got Miss Paula B in the building, a TikToker who's all about hair and beauty and all those trends that you need. So stay right there. We're going to blow your hair back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Baking is love made edible.
You can bake your way to a weekly cash prize of 5,000 Rand with Golden Cloud over the next 4 weeks.
Post a pic and recipe with your winter indulgence that you made with Golden Cloud and send it to our Expresso WhatsApp line or social media pages using that hashtag Golden Cloud Winter Treats.
Plus, you stand a chance of winning the grand prize of a KitchenAid stand mixer if you post a pic of you and your family baking with Golden Cloud on our WhatsApp line or any of our social media pages using that all-important hashtag Golden Cloud Winter Treats.
Don't forget to enter both separately from 12 July to 9 August, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
you the face? Looking for 3 women to be the face of Gynagard. Win a fee at 500. 50,000 Rand cash, cover girl status, and so much more. To enter, buy and try any Gynagard product and tell us about it at faceofgynagard.co.za. You could be the one.
It's my feel-good
This is indeed your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. It's lovely to hang out with you this morning. It really is. It's a Thursday. It means almost the end of the week. And listen, tomorrow's a big day, dude. Tomorrow's a big day. Listen, the town is buzzing at the moment. There's just people walking around. Yesterday when I left town, I'm just seeing people walking around, different flags coming out and people walking around. We are, of course, talking about the Netball World Cup that is here. And after months of build-up and anticipation, the time has now almost come to watch the best netball playing nations in the world duke it out for that top honors at the Netball World Cup. It's here, my friend.
So you know that the teams, they've been really hard at work preparing for the tournament, and they've also encouraged their fans to back them and show their support and in whatever they can. Of course, Bongem Somi will captain the team for a second World Cup in a row, having led South Africa to a 4th place finish in the 2019 edition of the competition. And the 35-year-old had a very special message for SA fans on the eve of the tournament. Take a look.
Bongem Somi, the Spa Proteas captain. We're in Cape Town at camp preparing for the World Cup coming up. It's getting exciting. It's getting closer each and every day. We're asking that the South Africans get out in Cape Town and support us. If you can't get there, you obviously can watch it on TV. But really, it's happening at home and it's bloody exciting. Enjoy it and really, please be behind us. Thank you.
Yes, Bongi, come on, South Africa, let's get behind our netball team. They are fantastic, and I mean, this is super exciting, really is. But we are also jumping abroad a little bit. Trinidad and Tobago, they are the only other team outside of Australia and New Zealand to win a Netball World Cup, as they finished joint winners with Australia and New Zealand at the Port of Spain in 1979 World Tournament.
Wow.
Way back when. But the Calypso girls have a rich history at the World Cup, having competed in their first global showpiece back in 1963, where they finished 4th place. So we're going back in history for you a little bit.
I like the history lesson.
I like it, but the current generation, that's what we're focusing on, are looking to improve on their 9th place finish from 2019. But while things might be a little bit serious on the court, in true Caribbean style, they also know how to have fun off the court.
I need to see this.
make it, even though no matter what come on, you'll make it. Yes, I will make it.
Remember the days of tossing water, anytime that you have to pay. Or when people pass and they see you, oh my Lord, used to feel that shame. Wondering if this lasts forever, wondering when you will feel proud. If there's one thing that he didn't tell me, there is sunrise after each cloud. I say, even though the road is long, no matter what come on, you're gonna make it. Oh Lord, I'm gonna make it. Even though the road is long, no matter what come on, you're gonna make it.
That's lekker.
Sorry, yes, it is very lekker.
That's very
Sorry, you see, that's the type of mood that the Netball World Cup brings. It does have that sort of 2010 FIFA World Cup feel to it if you look at the city. And I mean, even England, they head into the tournament as one of the favourites, definitely. They ranked 3rd in the world, and the hosts of the previous World Cup finished 3rd in front of their home fans, and will be hoping to take us it a step further by trying to make the final this time around. Support from travelling teams, or for travelling teams, is always important to the players, and the Roses received a touching surprise when they found messages from home in their hotel rooms. This is a bit of a tearjerker.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's why these photos are going out. Oh, it's so cute. We are having all these messages. Just believe in yourself and do what you do best. Netball. I don't know if I'm using pictures. Netball, yeah. Oh, no,
That is so heartwarming, and I think, you know what, they chose great hosts. It's South Africa, the Netball World Cup hosts right here, and there'll be more social media trends that we'll cover for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show as the tournament progresses. But back the Proteas in any way you can. Get on the social media and make sure they feel our support, because we are keeping this one at home. As we get into your news headlines, here's Ewan.
Thank you so much, Carl. That's right. I mean, go out and support where you can. I always love when big events like this take over the city of Cape Town because it's always so buzzing and the city is just alive. Right now, though, 2 minutes to 7 o'clock. Let's quickly take another look at your news headlines this morning. Starting off with national news, power utility Eskom says it will take over the load shedding of customers in the city of Ekurhuleni after the city failed to comply with the rules and regulations governing the outages. Now, Eskom says the city has failed to reduce the required load during a system emergency, and Eskom said it had engaged the municipality on numerous occasions regarding its failure to load shed customers. Thus, henceforth, the action will be under the power utility's control. Now, Eskom was forced to push load shedding to stage 5 on Monday as pressure mounted on the grid. And President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived in St. Petersburg in the Russian Federation to head South Africa's participation in the second Russia-Africa Summit, which takes place today and tomorrow. Now, he is accompanied by the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Dr. Naledi Pandor, and the Minister in the Presidency, Kumbutsu Ntshavheni. Now, the summit aims to foster mutually beneficial cooperation and partnerships between Russia and the African continent, with the focus on strengthening cooperation between Russia and African states in politics, security, trade, science, IT, education, culture, sports, the youth, and the environment. They're making international news headlines this morning. A fire that was raging on a huge ship off the Dutch coast with some 3,000 luxury vehicles on board yesterday. A member of the crew has died and several others have been injured. The fire began on Tuesday on the 199-meter Panama-registered Fremantle Highway en route from Germany to Egypt, forcing several crew members to jump overboard. Now, the rescue ships sprayed water onto the blazing ship to cool it, but using too much water risks sinking as well. Now, smoke continues to billow from the vessel near the northern Dutch island of Ameland. And tens of thousands of fighters who took part in the civil war in Ethiopia's northern region of Tigray have been demobilized in line with a peace agreement reached last November. Now, a senior figure in Tigray's interim administration said some 55,000 former fighters had been sent home to their communities. And General Tadesse Werde, who was commander of the Tigray forces in the 2-year war against the government, described the former fighters as heroes who around 500,000 people were killed in the war, which is very, very sad indeed. Now, Oscar-winning actor Kevin Spacey, we end up with this story, who turned 64 yesterday, has been found not guilty of 9 sex offences in London's Southwark Crown Court. Now, the famous Hollywood star cried in the dock as the verdict was read out, and prosecutors had told the jury that the star had left the 4 complainants feeling, and I quote, small, diminished and worthless. Now, Spacey denied using his power as an A-lister and described the allegations as a stab in the back. Now, the complainants, now in their 30s and 40s, are entitled to a lifelong anonymity under the law. So there we go, some good news for Kevin Spacey, for sure. That's your news headlines for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll be back with the last round at 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get another take on your sports with Carl.
Thanks, Ewan. Let's take a look at cricket first. Now, Australian opener David Warner denied rumours of retiring from Test cricket alongside Steve Smith after the final Ashes contest against England at the Oval. Now, Warner expressed his desire to retire after playing his last Test against Pakistan in Sydney in January. That was next year, of course, but he plans to continue playing until the 2024 T20 World Cup. Australia recently secured the Ashes urn, leading England 2-1, with the 5th Test getting underway later today at 12 from the Kia Oval in London. On to rugby, the Cheetahs, Currie Cup champions, are gearing up for the 2023-2024 season with new signings and contract extensions. Returning players Carl Wegner as well as Ruben de Haas are back in Bloemfontein after overseas stints. Fly half Abner van Rienen, scrum half Regan Oranje, as well as props Panele Mtanjane, Justin Forward and Lawrence Victor are among the new signings. Additionally, 13 stalwarts have signed contract extensions. The Cheetahs are set to compete in the European Challenge Cup, starting with a match against Zebre in Parma on the 9th of December. On to football. In a thrilling turn of events in Group C at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, Spain and Japan have become the first teams to secure their place in the round of 16. Spain's Alexia Proteas, a distinguished 2-time Ballon d'Or recipient, staged a triumphant return from her knee injury, playing a pivotal role in Spain's dominant 5-0 win against Zambia. Meanwhile, Japan displayed their prowess with a convincing 2-0 victory over Costa Rica, securing their spot in the knockout rounds. In a gripping Group B match, the Olympic champions Canada showcased their resilience, rallying behind to conquer Ireland 2-1. That's rallying from behind, of course, to get that victory. And with this victory, Canada advances to the next round, while Ireland's hopes for progression have unfortunately been dashed. Onto aquatics. In a stunning display at the World Aquatics Championships, Australia's Molly O'Callaghan made history by shattering the longest-standing world record in women's swimming. The 19-year-old sensation claimed the 200 meters freestyle title in an incredible time of 1 minute 52.85 seconds, surpassing the performance-enhancing bodysuit era record set back in 2009 by Italian swimmer Federica Pellegrini. O'Callaghan's achievement was even more remarkable as she finished 0.16 seconds ahead of her fellow Australian Ariadne Titmus in an intense and extraordinary final. Canada's Summer McIntosh secured the bronze medal, trailing 0.80 seconds behind and also setting a world junior record in the process. That's it for sport for now. Another update in 1 hour. If you are heading to work, there are some things to know ahead of you, and Ewan has got those details.
Thank you very much, Carl. A couple of incidences on the roads that you need to be aware of this morning. In Ashburton, in KZN, there has been a truck accident on the N3 highway south of Ashburton. There are heavy delays at the moment in both sides, so please approach there with caution, or best to try and find an alternative route this morning. And then over in Benoni in Johannesburg, there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12 westbound before Atlas Road. Now, the right lane is closed and there's very slow-moving traffic in the area as well. Please approach there with caution. Then over in Cape Town and Athlone, there's a stationary vehicle on the N2 inbound, and that's after Jakes Gerwel. The right middle lane is also closed there, so please approach with caution as it is causing some delays this morning. Please be safe on the roads this morning, South Africa. Let's get into your weather up next. Starting off with some weather news this morning, environmental news, is that the president of the SA Local Government Association, Becky Stoffele, has called for an international funding mechanism for cities and towns in developing countries to deal with the impact of climate change. Now, this as several high-level speakers from South Africa said at the opening ceremony of the BRICS Urbanization Forum in Durban that natural disasters due to climate change are causing a regression in the provision of services. Now, Durban is still struggling to rebuild infrastructure that was destroyed in last year's 2 flood incidents, which claimed some 400 lives and caused damage running into billions of rands. Now, Stoffele said the BRICS family of nations should design innovative alternative funding solutions to support infrastructure development and implementation of programs such as enhancing resilience to climate change. Right now, let's look at your temperatures and what you can expect and what you need to wear for this Thursday. Polokwane starting off on 6 degrees minimum with a maximum of 24 degrees. Mobela, good morning to you. Starting off on 13 minimum, your maximum nice and warm at 27 degrees. Pretoria starting off on 9 degrees minimum and a maximum of 22. Johannesburg starting off on 10 minimum and your maximum 21 degrees. Jumping over to Mahikeng, you can expect a minimum of 10 this morning, reaching a high of 25. Klerksdorp on 9 minimum and your maximum 25 degrees. Kimberley starting off on 6 degrees minimum, reaching a high of 23 degrees. And Bloemfontein 2 degrees minimum, nice and cold, but warming up to 22 degrees. Then over in Richmond, you can expect a minimum of 15 and a high of 25. Pietermaritzburg starting off on 8 minimum, your maximum 25 degrees. Durban 15 and a high of 24. Mthatha on 6 degrees minimum, reaching a maximum of 22 later on today. East London, a minimum of 11 degrees can be expected this morning, reaching a high of only 20 degrees. Cradock starting off nice and cold this morning as well, 3 degrees minimum, staying on the cool side with 19 degrees minimum. GQ, Gqeberha on 9 degrees minimum with a maximum of 20, and George starting off on 6 degrees minimum, staying cool with a maximum of 18 degrees. Over in Cape Town, 10 degrees minimum this morning, also a cold day ahead with a maximum of only 16 degrees. Worcester on 6 degrees minimum with a maximum of 19. Sutherland starting off cold as well and staying cold, 3 degrees minimum with a maximum of 14. And Uppington on 12 degrees, reaching a warmer, mild maximum of 24 degrees. That's your temperatures. Let's get into some sunrise views up next. Before we do anything else, we want to say good morning to Shakira in GQ. Snapped this beautiful pink sky. Absolutely stunning. Thank you very much, Shakira, for sending that in to us. And then Zoe as well, showcasing a moment there from Durban Beach. Look at at that. There's just something magical about the beaches there in Durban. Ready to take a stroll for sure. Thank you very much. Tanya in KZN shared this beautiful sky. I mean, look at this, almost like salmon hues. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Even caught a beautiful flying creature there in the picture as well. And last but not least, Margaret, good morning to you over in Kenville, looking at those beautiful swirls of pink in the sky. That's also a stunning way to wake up. Margaret, thank you very, very much. Always, always love seeing your sunrise views from your little corners of wherever you are watching us from. So please continue to share with us those beautiful pictures. We'd love to see them. Even if you have a little video, that'd be great as well. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863.
Thanks for doing, and still so much ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, of course, we asked you a question on social media, and you can also send us a little WhatsApp too if you want to, 063 408 8863. It's all related to the first app that you open up when you wake up in the morning. We'd love to know that. And then, of course, we have Miss Paula B, who is in the building, and how this lovely lady amassed the incredible following on TikTok. So make sure you stick right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show for all the details, hair trends, and everything you need. Stay there.
Introducing new Jacob's Origins. For those who recognize the authentic taste and aroma from Latin America and Southeast Asia. Magical Jacob's Aroma.
It's my feel good.
You literally just twist it all around and then you tie your bunch knot.
Papa, how?
TikTok.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let's light it up right now. We've got an incredible person. She's been around for almost 10 years creating relatable content and using a platform and passion for helping others to the fullest. I'm talking about Miss Paula B in the building. And she has mastered the demanding journey behind content creation. And this curly-haired fashionista is going to share more about her journey as a creator on TikTok with their latest hashtag TikTok That's How campaign. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Paula B in the building! Hey! Woo! Serving energy with the colors. I love your look. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. Excited to be here.
Yeah, it's so good having you. Some superstars of the digital realm.
Oh my word, I'll take that.
Wow. Listen, you've been putting in the effort, putting in the work. People have been loving you. I want to talk to you about your experience in this space, right? How has it maybe changed for you? Because you've been around for quite some time, and at the same time, things have changed. What's it been like from your perspective?
So I think from the beginning, it started as a very polished feel. Everything needs to be very clean and put together.
Perfection.
Perfection.
Yes.
Now it's changed so much. People are looking for relatable. They're looking for Paula in her gown, no makeup, talking about this is me, this is how I'm going to get ready. And just, someone who I can look at and be like, that's my vibe, that's how I am as well.
100%. Yeah. And that's something that I had this perception of, and it intimidated me so much that I didn't get TikTok. Only later to realize, oh my gosh, there's incredible people serving, giving great advice and making you feel good. And I love this about it. What for you has kind of changed the most in terms of what you love about TikTok right now?
For me, it's definitely the filming process. I do a lot of get ready with me videos, whether it's makeup or fashion. And that's where I find my joy. I find joy in creating, putting different pieces together, and it just comes to just gives, you know what I mean? It's like the final look. I find joy in that. And obviously I am a creative, so the whole editing process, the creativity behind that, that's where I find my passion. I've found my people, girls who love fashion, guys who love fashion. We talk about makeup, we talk about hair. I don't have my curls today, but I talk about curly hair all the time.
I love that. And one thing that stands out for me is the fact that you've done something incredible. You've built a community.
Yes.
And that's so important because these are people supporting each other, growing together. And this community has gone into another realm for me. You've got this hashtag called TikTok That's How. It's just recently launched a few days ago, and already 70 million views on this hashtag alone. This is insane.
That is insane.
I mean, I know the numbers on TikTok get big, but this is something else.
It's on another level.
Yeah, why do you think this community is building in this way? Why do you think it's gaining so much traction? Why do you think this hashtag is so important right now?
I think it's important because people are teaching other people things online. So for me, I am teaching people different hacks on how to put outfits together, how to do your hair, teaching you that's how. So I think it's like you learning from one another, and it's not in a way of like a teacher, it's like a friend. Like you just learning from someone on the internet who's just telling you, this is how I do it, just learning from one another.
And speaking my language,
the
way I like to hear it.
In something that you enjoy, like fashion, beauty, makeup, hair, teaching you this is how I do it, or this is where I got it, this is how much it costs. All the relatable stuff.
Resonating. What are some of those top tips and hacks that you've kind of garnered through your entire experience in the space?
So yes, I do. I teach and I feed.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if you look at my search bar, oh my word, there are so many things that I've learned on this app from different women, all over the world, on how to style a trench coat, for example. The other day, I bought a white skirt, and I was like, I don't know how to style this. And I literally, instead of going onto I just went onto the search, and I was like, how to style a white skirt.
Okay.
And that's how I've been learning different styles and different hacks from other women, literally just from TikTok in my search bar.
All right. Do you have any sort of advice for people out there, maybe in terms of searching, finding this information and getting more of this on their feed so that it can become that educational thing that it really is becoming for me? I think it's awesome. How do they do that?
So I'll speak from my perspective. If I want to know more about anything, let's just say, for example, curly hair, the way that I do it is I click on hashtags. Hashtags it's your go-to. Click on hashtag curly hair, hashtag curly hair routine, and you'll find so much on TikTok on like different routines, different products, different methods. That's how you click on hashtags. It's my go-to.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you are still struggling, then you can just find her online and you've got all the tips that you need. Thank you so much for coming through this morning. Thank you for doing what you're doing, for serving the people, for creating an incredible community, and for allowing us to just find a safer space to be. You're incredible.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely love this, Mzansi. TikTok is known for inspiring creativity and spreading joy, but it also has become a hub for practical solutions and real-life challenges. Now, captivating its community with innovation and locally content like this superstar over here. Now, it's your turn to interact with the hashtag TikTok That's How and your favorite content creators page, and comment on TikTok to connect, engage, and of course, learn from one another. I'm here for this.
You literally just twist it all around and then you tie your bunch knot. Papa, how?
TikTok, that's how. Goeiemorgen. Our good morning post is very, very important. This gives you an opportunity to weigh in on anything that we throw at you. And thank you so much for always contributing. Today it was, what is the first app you open when you wake up? Of course, I shared that you and I, our first app is called the Alarm app, because it goes off 18 times before we eventually wake up and get ready for work. But it's okay. But what about you? Let's take a look at what you had to say right here. Now, let's start off with Shireen Abrams saying, good morning, my Expresso family. Happy Thursday. I checked my Facebook to see what is the first post on my Feel Good breakfast show. That is so important, okay? There's somebody who knows how. And to greet the team, of course, you always do that, Shireen. We see you. You know how much we love you. If there was a braai, we'd invite you first. Right. I love starting my mornings with the show. Looking forward to the show as always. We try our best. And thank you very much, Shireen. We do it for you. Don't forget that. Let's move on. Sinclair saying, my favorite show. Is that the app? Expresso app. Why not? We're working on it. And then you got Thadesho saying, good morning. I switch off my alarm. You see? It is a thing. Thank you. I told you. And then Sherazan saying, Facebook, first app. And then I open, of course. That's fantastic. Okay, let me give you another one. Nazim Grootboom saying, my first app I opened, formerly Twitter, known as now X. Sorry. So you open it. It's like that. There we go. That's the social media platform that you open. If there are any more comments, suggestions, maybe a WhatsApp, then you can call it to us if you don't mind. And then, of course, we've got one more coming through to you in the form of a great comment that we'll get to a little later, of course. 063-408-8863. Make sure you get involved and tell us exactly which app that you open when you wake up in the morning, the first one. We'd love to know, like the alarm.
It's always just nice to hear from you guys and see what you guys have on the heart, you know, especially with, I love it, opening the Expresso app call. I love that. And yes, of course. Listen, we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, the man is here with his incredible band, Press. He's here. He's looking forward to incredible performances at the Netball World Cup as well. He's going to be performing for us in just a little while. Stick around for that. And then we are back with Miss Paula B. Yes, sharing some incredible tips and tricks and 3 wardrobe staples that we all should look at. Stick around. All of that and more on your Feel Good Breakfast show after the break.
It's my feel-good
Welcome back. It's been an incredible morning so far. You tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Now, earlier on, we met TikTok star Miss Paula B. She's here, one of the OG fashion and beauty content creators, and now she's here to share her knowledge and her fabulous style with all of us. Paula B, it's lucky to have you in the studio.
Thank you
look
so
at
much.
you. Fresh. How are we feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh, ready to be here, ready to style, show you guys some fashion.
Look, I can't wait to see what you brought for us today. But I mean, you started your content journey on the socials 2014.
2014. It's been almost 10 years. I can't believe it.
I mean, just take us back to that moment when you started. I mean, did you ever in a million years think that's where you are today? I mean, you look at social media and you start, throw out little something.
Yeah.
Look at what you've done.
Yeah, I never thought I would, to be honest. I was a student when I started. I never thought that I would have this as a full-time job. It was literally just a hobby. It's funny because my dad's here as well, and I spoke to him in the beginning, and I was like, I want to do this thing called blogging. That's where it started, and I was still studying, like I mentioned, and he was like, just finish your studies first, and then you can do what you want to do. So that's what I did, and it's just, it's been the best.
And what are they saying now that you've got this almost like career, some socials and style and fashion?
Yeah, all very much, I'm proud of you. Do what you do. I love what you do, and just lots of I'm proud of you.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. Thank
because you also get to do something that you enjoy.
Yes.
Which is incredible. So, wardrobe staples. We want to know when it comes to our wardrobes in our closets. If you open it up, 3 wardrobe staples that you think we should all have in our cupboards.
I'm going to focus on winter wear because we're still in winter.
For sure,
right?
please.
So I have a coat that is, for me, those who follow me know, I'm a coat girl. I always get asked, why do you have so many coats? Or how many coats do you have? So that's it for me. It's always a beautiful, beautiful coat and a nice thick one as well. You want to invest in something that's good quality.
Yes.
And then a gorgeous scarf to go with it. I love adding a scarf into any outfit.
I'm a big fan of the scarf as well.
Yes, exactly. And also it's functional because cold weather.
No need to say more.
Exactly. And then boots. I love a good pair of boots, especially with like a dress, even jeans. A lot of women try and like stay away from boots with like wide leg jeans. I say go for it. I feel like it just elevates the look. And yeah, it also obviously, again, keeps your legs warm. So those are my 3.
See, fashionable and clever. We like it. We like it. So you're the perfect person to ask this. I mean, you got a little bit of a demo here to take a trendy fashion item and turn it from day into night.
Yes.
Okay, show me. What are we going to be doing?
This is my day look.
This is your day look.
I have on my new favorite maxi skirt. It's got stretch, which is great.
Nice.
All of us love a bit of stretch. I've got also some nice sneakers. This is a perfect day look because you know you're running errands, you're busy up and down. So those are key. Yes, and I love these. I know a lot of girls love these. The new Sabas, they are great. And just a plain t-shirt, obviously, it just goes with everything. So to take this look from day to night, we're going to add...
You've been working all day.
Yes.
You don't have time to run home and whatnot. You want to throw something in the car and you want to make it work for you at night.
Exactly.
Okay.
All you actually need to do is just change your shoes. That's it.
Okay.
So we've got a coat here, which I'm going to show you. Taking it from a cute little simple t-shirt and adding on a coat, and that already just adds a very like together look, especially because the coat is a bit more tailored, which is very nice. So you can go on like a date night after this, and then your boots over here. I'm going to just slip my sneaker. I'm going to slip my sneaker off and show you. So this is just going to elevate the look as well. And I love these boots with a skirt.
Look at that.
Look at that. Already, I feel like, you know. Let me show you.
Okay, the complete look.
The complete look.
Right, here we go. I mean, what a transformation. I mean, it's beautiful, comfortable, and all of a sudden, elegant and stylish.
Exactly, and that's what I want to go for.
And look at that head with a nice little bag.
And like that.
You are good to go.
And then we go with a cute scarf over here. This is awkward to take off.
But you managed, you did it so well.
We managed. And we're just going to add the scarf.
And now you're ready to go eventing.
How nice.
Huh?
You're ready. You are ready. And then you just add your cute bag. I am a big fan of silver at the moment, so.
Look at that. You blink and you've missed it. It was so quick. And this is all items that you can easily carry around with you during the day. I mean, it's in the back of your car, whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Exactly.
And fantastic. I love that. I got to quickly ask you, I mean, you are out there, you are giving so much inspiration with regards to fashion and beauty and all of that. But where do you go? How do you find inspiration? Because, of course, you want to keep your content fresh and engaging.
Yes, yes. So I look at a lot of international goals. That is my focus. I look at what's trending internationally, especially like UK bloggers, influencers. And I find pieces that kind of resonate with me, and then I try and find pieces here that are similar to that. So that's how I find my inspiration in terms of like fashion and content.
And then you just pour your own little spice on it.
Yeah, yeah. I obviously just take like little bits and pieces of what I feel resonates with me, and then I just add my flair to it.
And I think that's what we can, look forward, especially for people wanting to jump onto the platform, to TikTok, be authentic.
Yes, be authentic.
Find your little niche.
Yes. So always, like, if I can give a tip to someone who's wanting to start, like, in the content creation space, I would say be authentic. Do something that's you very passionate about. You don't want to do something that you're not passionate about, because it's going to fall flat.
It's going to burn out.
I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and I'm still like, whoo, it gets me very excited. So passionate, and you have to be very consistent.
Awesome. We love what you do. Paula B, thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And I love the look. Very cool.
Thank you so much.
So easy to transform from a day to night look. It is unbelievable. You're so good. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're gonna go there.
Yes, I'm excited for it.
Now, if you want to start your content creator journey just like Paula has, you can follow her on TikTok at Miss Paula B and take your content to the next level. And if you're not already, remember to follow your Feel Good Breakfast Show as well on TikTok at Expresso Show. We've got lots on there, and tag us in your videos. And who knows, we could just feature you on air.
Now that you've got the look sorted out, what you need is a bit of Afro soul and R&B. You need to look at a local talent who's been around since the 2000s, giving you the most smooth music that you could ever want. His name, Press. Hi. I had to do it in the R&B way. You have to do a proper R&B introduction for you, man. How you doing, Press?
I'm great. How you doing?
Fantastic. I heard that you are going to be rocking the Netball World Cup in Cape Town.
Yes, sir.
Which I'm very excited about. Let's start off first and foremost. You've been doing this thing since the 2000s.
Yeah.
You've been doing, you've been making sort of this amazing music, Afro soul and R&B for the longest time.
Yeah.
And R&B, I feel, is like the genre that needs the most love, because there's pop and there's electronic and there's synths coming in, but there's still that somebody that believes in musicality around R&B. Do you think R&B is something that will always be around? Is it something that can stand the test of time amongst all of the others?
I think R&B music will definitely stand the test of time. I mean, it's the most relevant music in life.
Exactly.
It's talking about heartbreak, it's talking about love, it's talking about inspiration. You can't go wrong with R&B. The lyrics are always on point. We're not trying to be commercial. We're talking about life.
Yes.
So definitely.
No one's just trying to say one word all the time in a verse.
No.
Love, 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 love. Like there's love, there's passion. That's what I love.
I think if you'd say it in an R&B song like that, it would actually mean something.
That's correct.
Yeah, it definitely means something.
It wouldn't just be like let's get trending because of my song. It would be like, my purpose is to tell this person how I feel.
Most definitely.
Right?
Most definitely.
While also giving them some rhythm. And some blues. I got you. That's what R&B is about. It's supposed to be that way. Performing at the Netball World Cup, African Child, that song. Are you excited? I know you're doing this tomorrow, right?
I'm nervous. I think when I did that song, I didn't think it would be accepted in such a big platform. You know what I mean? It's a song that really talks about being an African child and being a warrior and crossing finish lines on world stages. So I'm quite excited, but I'm also nervous because it's quite a big thing. Yeah.
I don't think you should be nervous. You're Press.
You know why I'm nervous?
If
you think about it.
What's this?
FIFA came to South Africa.
Yes.
In 2010, right?
Yeah.
And the theme song was Shakira.
Yeah, Waka Waka. Shamina, Yeah, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So this time it's a World Cup, but they've taken a boy from the Free State. I mean, from Virginia.
But it's Press.
You know what I mean? So
but they took Press from the Free State.
It makes me very nervous.
Why would you? No, but we have Press now. The thing is, what does the coach shout at a netball game? If there's a netball, think about this, a netball game, right? The coach on the sidelines, looking at all those Proteas, all right? The first thing, all right, the coach shouts is, Press! Press! and that's why you were chosen for the... Think about it. You were chosen because of that.
You have just given me reason.
It makes sense. So don't feel the pressure.
I'm ready.
Feel the press.
I'm ready.
You feel me?
I'm ready.
Can we get a song?
Yeah.
Patagahle, can we go for it?
Definitely.
All right.
Let's go.
I want you to feel the press on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Press!
Nginokuvuka ebusuku ngikubheka ulele Inhliziyo yami igcwala uthando bese angisakhoni nokulala Ngithanda the way uhlonipha ngayo Abantu bayalalela Ngithanda another way ungiphatha ngayo Uthando lwakho babe uyangibulala Oh yeah Waze wayiphatha kahle inhliziyo yami Uyiphethe kahle inhliziyo yami Waze wayiphatha Isandla sami thatha nalo uthando lwami ngikunika lonke baby yeah bamba isandla sami thatha nalo uthando lwami ngikunika lonke baby waze wayiphatha kahle inhliziyo yami oh yeah baby uyiphethe Ndabisa nabazali bami bazondixwayisa I have made up my mind I'm gonna make you my wife Jonga siyafanelana mina nawe So fast lahlale mina nawe Jonga siyafanelana mina nawe Baby so fast lahlale mina nawe Inhliziyo yavuma ithi ewe omunye uthando lwakho Inhliziyo yavuma ithi ewe soze ngimthanda omunye uthando lwakho Inhliziyo yavuma ithi ewe soze ngimthanda omunye uthando lwakho Inhliziyo yavuma ithi ewe soze ngimthanda omunye uthando lwakho
Yes! Oh my word! R&B is alive! R&B is alive! Come on. This is why they chose this man, Press, for the Netball World Cup. I felt that Patagahle was beautiful and African
So I
child
did press.
performed. Look at you pressed, honestly. And the thing is, you press so well that you can't press another button. You need to keep it here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show
One button.
Expresso, because Press will have more of those tracks for you. Get ready for Afro Soul and R&B right here on S3. Press.
Bake more memories and win big with a Tesla SA and Royal Baking Powder. Watch the show every Tuesday evening at 7 and enter our viewer competition by creating your unique own bake based on the weekly theme using Royal Baking Powder. Post on the competition post on social media using #TheTastemasterSA and stand a chance of winning a KitchenAid stand mixer and more every week. Unleash your creativity with the Tastemaster SA and Royal Baking Powder.
We'll see you in the Tastemaster kitchen.
It's my feel good.
And there it is. Yes, welcome back to it. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. The man, the not so much of a myth, and the legend, JP Sebastian is in the studio.
Flashy.
Very flashy, dude.
I said flashy.
Oh,
as in non-mythical. Dude, I'm in the mid-section.
In the flesh, he's here. Good to have you, my friend.
Both of me, yes.
Stop it, you look great.
Let's continue.
Yeah, so movies, dude. We're just around the corner of a brand new movie, Master Gardener.
Yeah.
Is that what we were talking about? It sounds like something I'm going to download on my app store as a game.
Feel like I should.
Yeah.
I should be doing something more green fingery. This is in the midst as well of gigantic movies. We've got Barbie and Oppenheimer last week,
which broke all kinds of records.
Mission Impossible. Yeah. So now you get the tiny ones, and it's not often that we get these like small ones during this really crazy phase.
Well, thanks for not forgetting the little guy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, some of the names involved in it aren't necessarily
not
too
so
little.
Much
and
little, yeah.
I will show you some of those names right now. Here's a little clip from Master Gardener out tomorrow.
There's a few variations this year. Some practical, some seasonal.
You know what they say, Norm. Money is the best manure. The better the money, the better the manure.
She went on to explain that aesthetic gardens were a recent development. In colonial times, gardens were utilitarian, a cross between a grocery store and a pharmacy. In the Gilded Age, they became an entrance to high society, a place of conspicuous display.
At Gracewood, we have the best of both worlds. 4 generations of curated botany, horticulture, and display. Now, where were we, Sweet Pea?
You were wondering which color dress would be best. You wore the emerald green last year.
With white frill on the sleeves and neck.
That's right.
I look pretty good.
Yes, you did.
George, don't come. You sit here.
Master Gardener. JP says to me off air, he's like, don't be fooled by the movie title.
Yeah. I think Expresso wanted to theme this according to, like, let's have plants around. It's like, no, the dude is an ex-white supremacist. This is not like, let's not theme this to white supremacy, please. So the swastikas back here. Joel Edgerton, and good morning, everyone. Joel Edgerton and Sigourney Weaver. I don't need to tell you who Sigourney Weaver is.
Oh, come on, yeah.
But some people obviously might need to remember that dude was the dude from, do you remember Warrior with Bane, Tom Hardy, that's right. Incredible movie. And here, the dude is also incredible. Carl just quoted out immediately exactly the type of movie that we've got here. And it's the thing where you just watch great actors chew a scene. Just like feel it out. And I think for me, this is a bit of a sigh of relief after we've just had stuff that's so frenetic and obviously super exciting as, I mean, Oppenheimer was excellent, but it's very much a functional movie. It knows what its purpose is, it knows what its mission is, it's got a vector, it's got a trajectory, it's trying to get there. Acting was incredible, but it's very much, functional. You're just watching really talented people like play it out. So
I do love movies like that.
Yeah,
you can see that pure talent just coming forth and telling that story.
It's I get this weird feeling sometimes, not that I'm an actor or whatever, but like, you remember when you watch Karate Kid and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go sign up for karate tomorrow. And then sometimes you watch acting so good and you're like, maybe that could be my life. Like, it's just such a joy.
Or if you close to home,
And so this is kind of the thing that Master Gardener does here, the bit of the backstory. And I think that we've seen this kind of story a couple of times before, where a guy has a dark past, Liam Neeson, certain set of skills he's trying to put behind him or whatever.
And a thief.
Or anything like that. I mean, so similar here we had, if you like The Drop, you'll like this, also Tom Hardy. If you liked, obviously American History X, rings a bell here for people. And there are plenty of others. This is the director, by the way, the writer, Paul Schrader, who previously did Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro, the one that put him on the map. So usually dealing with guys who are dealing with whether mental illness, loneliness, isolation, believing that their bubble is the only bubble and until the world pierces through. And so what you should know about the background of this guy's bubble is, like I said, he's ex-neo-Nazi, reformed possibly. We won't know. I won't give away to you too much about whether his past does come back to collect him. Was he working for the cops? We don't know just at the start just yet. We don't know if he was pimping on anyone or anything like that. But into his life enters a young lady, Quintessa Sundell, who's also an amazing actress, and I'll show you a bit of a clip after this as well, who he takes under his wing by the commander of Sigourney Weaver, who oversees this garden. And she's the grand madame type thing, and he's the worker who is told, help this girl get on the right side of the tracks because she's also had a really hard life. And then obviously these secrets sort of start to emerge, where she's a woman of color, and they start to fall in love. He's got a bunch of tattoos he doesn't want her to see, but while it might be marketed as a thriller suspense type thing, don't necessarily go in there thinking, oh, it's going to be, like I said, really just appreciating the acting. But tell you what, be listening to my director as well, trying to be a good performer. Like, he's saying 30 seconds, JP's got more time to talk. So, Master Gardener, Sigourney Weaver, like I said, you really just appreciate the sort of the size of the talent more than going, ooh, what's next around the corner? Previously, Paul Schrader did The Card Counter with Oscar Isaac and Tiffany Haddish. Wasn't great for me, had bright moments. I think this is definitely an improvement. Prior to that, with Ethan Hawke, he did First Reformed, which was Oscar nominated. So we're dealing with, like I said, a writer, a director who has chops. And it's great sometimes to see that you don't necessarily need this character to be, oh, shame piece, this martyr, he's trying to walk through life. You're told that his past is ugly. You're told that you're not necessarily going to like him, but is there a chance for two human beings to sort of save each other's souls? Tell you what, let's see them fight it out in a clip for Master Gardener out tomorrow.
I saw what I saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine what I'm feeling right now? How much of a mind f*** all of this is? No. Of course you can.
I thought you should know I was once someone else. I was raised to hate people that were different than me. And I did. And I was good at it.
And what did you do to the people you hated? You beat them? Kill them? What? I hate Robbie and Sissy. Are you gonna kill them for me?
I hate...
No, don't talk to me about hate. I have enough hate for the both of us. Don't touch me.
You see, this is what I love. Sometimes we get to see movies like this where, you know, there's not much going on at all, but you are so invested in that piece of kind of information exchange between two actors.
And the very little you can say with saying very little.
Exactly.
The much.
You know, there's not going on, there's effects and whatnot.
And we love those too.
We love them.
I love the heck out of Oppenheimer. It was very good and you should go watch it. But like I said, it's very purpose-driven.
Yeah.
And if you can get these rare moments where an actor knows they're right to go, well, I'm going to sort of float through the scene at my pace, feel it out with, like you're watching two humans play, man. Like the acting is such a strange thing, and very much the same with music is such a strange thing. We were listening to the warm-ups, and humans are just incredible. And this is one of those movies that might make you reappreciate that. Shame, man, these aren't just vending machines. And this is why they're on strike, by the way. This is why SAG-AFTRA is on strike, because they're such talented human beings who give us like rejuvenation, very much like growing plants within, if we just sort of appreciate the talent that they share with us on a daily basis. Out tomorrow, by the way.
All right, Master Gardener, tomorrow, that is it. JP, thank you very much, man.
Tour de force acting.
Love your insights, but I do think this is one movie that is going to get a lot of people very excited. Like I said, this is one movie that just draws you in those conversations and what is happening. So if you're keen for I think a really...
Simmer.
Yeah, simmer on it, and a nice and deep movie as well. This is the one. Master Gardener out tomorrow. JP, what a legend.
So we go from Master Gardener, which is a movie that it sounds so compelling and amazing. I hope you're going to go see that. But let me take gardening to a very, very literal sense. You know, when they say you've got green fingers, well, green is a color that has been dominating the interior space for a while. We've seen decor spaces in every shade of green, but we haven't seen it in our favorite kitchenware just yet. And this is until now. Woolworths Taste. This is the food director, Abigail Donnelly, is joining me in the kitchen with the all-new Woolies Green Madison cast iron collection of pots, pans, and casseroles. And here to give us the entire rundown is, of course, Abby. Abigail Donnelly, what an honor it is to be in the same kitchen as you.
And to you as well, Carl. First time.
You know, this is our first time.
You are a real person.
Yes, yes. I thought you were fake news too. I just saw your name in the Taste magazine. But this is great. So let's start off cast iron. I think that sometimes it's quite underrated because, you know, non-stick seems to be always odd. You know, non-stick's the thing that you go for. But cast iron has with it a certain depth of flavor that you can get from the food, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you think is the benefits of it?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Yes, the caramelization of it.
Ooh.
So cast iron is my favorite because I put my cast iron pots on gas, induction, and even in the fire pit. Because I love to make long, slow cooking. And that's what's so great about cast iron, is that it retains the heat. So also good for load shedding. And so I love starting things on the stovetop.
Let's start
and then
something
just forget about it. Even my spaghetti bolognese.
I feel like we should start something, Abigail.
Maybe we should say we're going to make a one-pot wonder chicken pie.
It reminds me of you.
One pot. No washing up.
It reminds me of you, this one-pot wonder. You have all the best ingredients in one human being. You know, I just feel like that's what it is.
Kind.
That's what we're going to make. We are going to make an Abigail Donnelly in our all-new green collection. And while you're cooking, I want to ask you a big question. Now, green is my favorite color. It's my favorite color for a number of reasons, because green, in my opinion, represents growth, positivity. And I just want to ask you if those are quite congruent to why green should be added to a kitchen.
Absolutely, because it's like, well, not only that this forest green, which is the name of it, is an on-trend, but it just adds like a little bit of brightness as well, without pops of like very bright colours. It's quite a sincere colour for the kitchen, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
I've made the first chicken pie in, well, I don't know what the actual colour is, but for me it's like denim blue.
Okay.
And this is obviously the new range. So what I've done, green.
Perfect.
Can I ask you, seeing we're talking about green.
What do you need? Anything. Talk to me.
Green tender stem.
I love those. I actually had the time.
Oh, did you?
I
okay,
love
cool.
those. Yes.
So on this range, I mean, you've got the different size casseroles, you've got the skillets, which is amazing for steak and fish, but I love char grilling my asparagus or
Do you want me to char with you? Can we cook alongside each other then?
So you can char.
Oh, my word. So my name has been changed to from Carl to Charl. That's my name now.
Cool.
Okay, let's put these down. And
so they're great. You don't have to oil the pan. This one is kind of seasoned.
I love this one.
It's really great. And a lot of people are a bit afraid of cast iron that isn't coated like these ones, because they could rust in that.
Yes.
But just after they've been washed, give them a nice just little bit of spray of spray and cook or oil, and then I just keep a piece of paper towel on top of it.
I love
and just look after them. Yeah.
This is
I started, this is my chicken pie, easy peasy, because I've used shredded rotisserie chicken, and I start always with leeks.
Now,
I love the sweetness
caramelization.
Of leeks.
I'm
Yes.
seeing it
Can
immediately
you see it?
on this over here.
It's amazing.
And this particular one, is this
This
your
is a casserole
dish? Okay.
Yes, so you can do your casseroles and obviously your pies. You could make a big brownie in here. You don't only have to do your savouries. You can make an apple pie as well.
Yes.
And in here I've got some mushrooms.
That is great.
Yeah, you can add a little bit of garlic if you want. But I mean, the flavour
I like how we're standing so close to each other over these.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
cooking's about,
We have to be
sharing.
close.
Yes, exactly.
So my tender stems are getting a very, very good crispiness. There's going to be a nice colour on them. We'll wait for that. And now you got some shredded...
Some nice shredded chicken.
Yeah, this actually looks like my favourite Woolies
let's
chicken.
put it all in. It is. It's from the rotisserie counter.
I love that. I feel like the rotisserie counter there, that's where the magic really happens, because it's the quickest way to get a dish going. Now that I know I can use it in this application, I can use this range, this Madison range from Woolworths, and then really connect beautifully. Oh, you're adding
and then,
cream.
Of course, cream.
Stop it, I like
cream. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of wine, but you really don't have to.
Okay.
You can add a little bit of stock instead, of course, a little bit of extra cream. And as you can see, I haven't started with the butter, because once this is all kind of cooked down, and it won't take long, it's fantastic for like a little bit of a load shedding, because you can actually make this mixture and freeze it and just pop it into your... And then, because I haven't added butter, there's enough butter in the all-butter Woolworths puff pastry.
So this over here, I mean, everything. The application is endless. I said tatatan earlier with these cast irons. They are beautiful. And I'm looking at this now. That's a good serving suggestion on the cover of it.
Yes.
Woo! Okay, so salt and pepper going in.
Yes, and
nice.
then that just needs a little bit. Don't overcook it, because you want that nice, you know, when you break into it.
I like
you
how
kind
intimate
of
this
falls.
cooking experience is.
Exactly.
With
You
the
don't
food
need any
director.
other dishes.
Okay.
And it's really stove to table, because they're glossy and they're so stylish
And they
that
look
you
good.
you just take it to the table and everybody dishes out. And perfect for winter casseroles, curries. Cast iron for me is the way. The only way to go.
I'm loving it. So I actually want to go back, because I mean we've seen. So we got this, which I would say. So just so I get it right, you got the casserole, right?
Yes, you got
then
the
you've
skillet.
got this is the skillet, and then also you've got these pots over here.
Big pots, yes,
as well.
which are perfect for a roast chicken. You probably could squeeze 2 in there as well, even if you...
I've tried that before for the first time recently.
Yes.
Doing a whole chicken in the pot.
Yes.
The way it shreds apart, the way the moisture's retained, and it was only achievable in something like cast iron.
Exactly.
Retaining the heat.
And then you roast it with the lid on, and then probably about 15 minutes before. I always like to cook my chickens for an hour and a half, but yeah, and then you just take it off, and then it beautifully browns, and then you can pop your carrots in, your onions, and then, yeah. So
honestly, food is actually my love language. So I just want to say, so I'll tell you what, you're going to complete that, and I am going to eat it later, which is fantastic. If you want to get your hands on this delicious recipe, please go to taste.co.za, and for hearty family meals that are slow-cooked to perfection, choose the new Green Madison cast iron collection of pots, pans, and casseroles. Shop the collection at Woolworths Home, in-store, online, and on the app.
Mabel, check this. With a MyGold account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12? Yeah. God, David, when are you busy turning getaway during office hours? Man.
It's my feel-good.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I am still with the Woolworths Taste Food Director, and this is Abigail Donnelly, who's about to give me a finished product here while we complete our one. So you're going to egg wash that while I taste this, right? How long do we go in?
Just 20 minutes, 200 degrees, until nice, golden and puffy, just like
I'm going to give this a taste. Remember, if you want to grab the Madison range, right, to go to Woolworths. Of course, the recipes on taste.co.za. But I'm going to go in with this chicken pie. And remember, this is Abigail's finest. I'm just ready. I'm just going to do it.
Would you like some of our beautiful char-grilled broccoli too?
Yes, why don't you finish the broccoli? Okay, I'm going to continue eating. Abigail's going to finish that. We're going to feed everybody over here, all the crew. But of course, we've got some news to get to, and Ewan is standing by. Sorry, Ewan. I wish you were here to taste, brother. But you have to do news now. Sorry, man.
It looks good, my friend. Save me just a little bit. Thank you very much. Also good to see Abigail in the kitchen. Right now, though, on the dot, 8 o'clock, let's take a look at your news headlines for the one last time this morning. In your national news this morning, an independent analysis following the cholera outbreak at Hammanskraal, north of Pretoria, did not find any presence of a cholera strain from water sources used for domestic purposes. Now, this was revealed yesterday by the Water Research Commission, which was commissioned by the Department of Water and Sanitation in May to undertake an independent analysis of the cholera outbreak in Hammanskraal. Now, the water samples collected from selected sources used for domestic purposes did not show any presence of the toxigenic cholera strain. And power utility Eskom says it will take over the load shedding of customers in the city of Ekurhuleni after the city failed to comply with the rules and regulations governing the outages. Now, Eskom says the city has failed to reduce the required load during a system emergency. Now, Eskom said it had engaged the municipality on numerous occasions regarding its failure to load shed customers. Thus, henceforth, the action will be under the power utility's control. Now, Eskom was forced to push load shedding to stage 5 on Monday as pressure mounted on the grid. Then making international news headlines for the last time this morning, fishing has been banned in 3 lakes in the north of Mozambique after the outbreak of a suspected fungal disease affecting fish. Now, the ban was imposed after fish at lakes Chiuta, Chirua and Amaramba, which straddle the border with Malawi, were found with red spots on their bodies. Now, this indicates an outbreak of epizootic ulcerative syndrome, also known as red-spotted disease. Now, we guarantee that this does not affect humans as long as the fish is boiled well, Armando Maulana, the district's director of economic activities, said. And a fire was raging on a huge ship off the Dutch coast with some 3,000 luxury vehicles on board yesterday. A member of the crew has died and several others have been injured. Now, the fire began on Tuesday on the 199-meter Panama-registered Fremantle Highway en route from Germany to Egypt, forcing several crew members to jump overboard. Now, rescue ships sprayed water onto the blazing ship to cool it, but using too much water risks sinking. Smoke continues to billow from the vessel near the northern Dutch island of Ameland. And we end up with this story this morning. Sandparks is launching a one-off 4-track route at the II's Richtersveld Transfrontier Park between Namibia and the Northern Cape with the flower season. Now, spokesperson for Sandparks, Genevieve Marstorp, says Armandshoek is not an ordinary tourism route. It's being specially opened for 3 weeks to allow the public to experience the transformation of the semi-desert area. Binoculars and cameras are an absolute must if you are going to be going. There's no desert flora on our planet possessing similar species richness and individuality of flora. Now, in the area of 1 square kilometer, some 360 plant species of flowering plants are found at a site with an average rainfall of only 68 millimeters annually. Man, we have an incredible backyard, that is for sure. That's your news headlines for your Thursday morning. Let's quickly take one last look at your sports with Carl.
Thanks a lot, Ewan. Let's wrap up your sporting details. Starting with cricket, Australian opener David Warner denied rumours of retiring from Test cricket alongside Steve Smith after the final Ashes contest against England at the Oval. Warner expressed his desire to retire after playing his last Test against Pakistan in Sydney in January next year. He plans to continue playing until the 2024 T20 World Cup. Australia recently secured the Ashes urn, leading England 2-1 with the fifth Test getting underway later today at 12 from the Kia Oval that is in London. On to rugby, the Cheetahs, Currie Cup champions, are gearing up for the 2023-2024 season with new signings and contract extensions. And here they are, returning players. Carl Wegner as well as Ruben de Haas are back in Bloemfontein after overseas stints. Fly half Abner van Rienen, scrum half Regan Oranje, and props Panele Mtenjane, Justin Forwood and Lawrence Victor are among the new signings. Additionally, 13 stalwarts have signed contract extensions. The Cheetahs are set to compete in the European Challenge Cup, starting with a match against Zebre in Parma, and that'll be on the 9th of December. Let's go to football, shall we? In a thrilling turn of events in Group C at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, Spain and Japan have become the first teams to secure their place in the round of 16. Spain's Alexia Proteas, a distinguished two-time Ballon d'Or recipient, staged a triumphant return from a knee injury, playing a pivotal role in Spain's dominant 5-0 win against Zambia. Meanwhile, Japan displayed their prowess with a convincing 2-0 victory over Costa Rica, securing their spot in the knockout rounds. In a gripping Group B match, the Olympic champions Canada showcased their resilience, rallying from behind to conquer Ireland 2-1. And with this victory, Canada advances to the next round, while Ireland's hopes for progression have been dashed. On to aquatics. In a stunning display at the World Aquatics Championships, Australia's Molly O'Callaghan made history by shattering the longest-standing world record in women's swimming. The 19-year-old sensation claimed the 200 meters freestyle title in an incredible time of 1 minute 52.85 seconds, surpassing the performance-enhancing bodysuit era record set back in 2009 by Italian swimmer Federica Pellegrini. O'Callaghan's achievements was even more remarkable as she finished 0.16 seconds ahead of her fellow Australian Ariadne Ditmas, and that is in an intense and extraordinary final. Now, Canada's Summer McIntosh secured the bronze medal, trading 0.80 seconds behind, and also set a world junior record in the process. So lots of action in the pool. That's all I have for you now when it comes to the sports desk and your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you are still heading to work, here's some traffic details with Ewan.
Thanks so much, Carl. Let's quickly turn our attention to the roads in Bedford View in Johannesburg. There has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12, and that's westbound after Edenvale Road. The right lane is closed and there's slow-moving traffic in the area. Please approach there with caution or plan your routes accordingly. Then in Ashburton and KZN, there's been a truck accident on the N3 highway south of Ashburton, and there are still heavy delays on both sides backing up from Camperdown. So please approach there with caution as well, or best use an alternative route if you can. Please be safe on the roads this morning. Right now, let's take a last look at your weather and your temperatures. Right now, the SA Weather Service has repeated its warning that an intense cut-off low-pressure system is expected to make landfall tomorrow evening over the western and northern Cape, dropping the daytime temperatures significantly from Saturday into Sunday. Now, the public and small stock farmers are advised that very cold, wet and windy conditions can be expected over the southern higher-lying areas of the Namaqua region in the northern Cape and also over the interior of the western Cape, accompanied by snowfall over the mountainous areas. A yellow level 1 warning has also been issued for heavy waves, resulting in difficulty in navigation at sea for small vessels between Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay. All right, let's get into your temperatures now for the last time, starting off with Polokwane. Good morning, 6 minimum and your maximum 24 degrees. Mbombela on 13, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 27 later on today. Pretoria 9 and a high of 22. Johannesburg on 10 minimum this morning with a maximum of 21. Then Mahikeng on 10 degrees. Maximum of 25 degrees. Klerksdorp starting off on 9 degrees minimum, reaching a high of 25 degrees. Over in Kimberley, you can expect a minimum of 6 degrees this morning, reaching a high of 23. And Bloemfontein, very cold this morning, 2 degrees minimum, nice and cold, but warming up to 22 a little bit later on today. over in Richards Bay, you can expect a minimum of 15 and a mild maximum of 25. Pietermaritzburg starting off on 8 degrees minimum and also maximum of 25. Durban 15 and your maximum 24. Mthatha starting off on 6 degrees minimum with a maximum of 22 degrees. Then over to East London. Good morning to you. Minimum of 11 and your maximum 20 later on today. Cradock starting off nice and cold as well. 3 degrees minimum with a maximum of 19 degrees. GQ, Gqeberha on 9 degrees minimum and a maximum of 20. George starting off on 6 degrees and a maximum of 18. Then over to Cape Town. A minimum morning staying cool with a maximum of 16 degrees. Worcester on 6 degrees minimum with a maximum of 19 degrees. Sutherland starting off cold and staying cold, a minimum of 3 and a maximum of only 14 degrees. And Uppington starting off on 12 degrees minimum and a warmer, mild maximum of 24 later on. That's about your temperatures for your Thursday morning. Before we do anything else, one more time, let's take a look at your beautiful sunrise views. You are spoiling us this morning. Simone, good morning to you all the way out in Durban, up there in an apartment overlooking the city whilst enjoying some coffee. Look at that in the stadium there in the background. Stunning, stunning shot. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Avril in Hillcrest shared this image from her window, looking out, and looks absolutely magical with the trees and the beautiful oranges in the sky. Thank you very much. And then Ivana in Kariga, standing in her garden with her granddaughter. Look at that. Absolutely. I'm sure she's feeling blessed this morning. And then Gary, good morning. Gary shared another phenomenal photo on the beach. I mean, oh, look at that. I mean, I don't think I can find any words to describe that, but wow, that is absolutely stunning. Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that's sending us your photos, but please continue doing so. I mean, our mornings in South Africa, it just shows off, that's for sure. You can do that by sharing your morning pictures and videos with us on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863.
Coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, yes, it's all about the coffee. We've got a recipe for a spiced coffee affogato. You're going to want to stick around for that. And then also, if you are looking at not just cappuccinos, I'm talking about the stuff you wear, chinos, how to style them proper, compliments of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Stay there.
Here's to the coffee magicians. The ones who know what you get out starts with what you put in.
It's my feel-good
Welcome back. Let's talk a little fashion, men's fashion. And I don't think you get a prouder totem for men's fashion than a pair of chinos. They are the building blocks for a smart, casual wardrobe. And when you understand the versatility and, of course, the comfort that a good pair of quality chinos holds, you will never want to wear anything else. You can go from work straight onto the golf course. No, I'm not saying it. Fashion and beauty editor Nokolo Mafu joins us in studio to unpack the must-have chinos for the season.
Yes. There's not one person I know who doesn't look good in chinos, but you just need to find the right fit.
The right fit and the right styling up or down.
Yes.
What's got you excited?
So we've got four critical ones that you need to focus on. And so we've got that regular fit, which this is more has a flat front, right? So if you want a more relaxed kind of fit, you can add this with the tee. Very easy with some sneakers, and you've got that going.
And the relaxed fit is so hot right now.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm
It's
still
a very
born of the skinny generation.
Exactly, with the dad tacky. It's absolutely incredible. Then, of course, we've got the straight fit. Now, the straight fit for me, it's got a little bit more elasticity, which I like. Also, a little bit more tailored than your kind of regular fit, which has kind of got more of a oversized
so you can dress
look.
this up a little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this you can wear with maybe like a t-shirt. Let's see.
And we've been wearing a lot of the straight cut. And
Exactly.
for me, I've got quite a lot of junk in my trunk.
Wow.
Okay? But as soon as I start bulking up my legs and my butt, fill the pants, and I've found that straight leg cut is just perfect.
It sits
with
well,
a little
right?
bit of elasticity.
Exactly. So that elasticity comes in on this side of the world. And then we go onto the slim fit, right? Which I think a lot more younger guys are into. It's kind of more tighter around the thigh and a little bit of elasticity there, but also really great for work, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to wear more streamlined kind of outfits, so think blazer, shirt. Sometimes people like to add kind of like an open shirt with a tee underneath. Really, I feel like it's the more versatile kind of pair of the chinos. And then, of course, if you're someone who's been working really hard on leg day and wants to show that off, then you've got the skinny jean, which is perfect. That's tight around the ankle and on the thigh. But really, also versatile. You can add a blazer, a shirt. Great for layering also.
I like that. I think maybe there is a mindset that we need to approach getting chinos for.
Absolutely.
And I think there are so many trends now, almost driven by different eras.
Yes.
How do we know what works for us as a guy? Do we go back to when we were cool in the noughties? Or what do we identify with here? Yeah.
For me, it's like proportions, right? And I think every outfit kind of calls for a different kind of fit. If it's more casual, I would recommend you move towards the regular, the flat front. That works really well. It's that oversized weekend look.
I'm on a wine farm.
Exactly.
I'm chilling. It's
Open shirt, that's great. And then if you want more tailored kind of premium looking outfit, I'm thinking a shirt, I'm thinking a knit over it, then I would move towards the skinny leg. It's a lot more defined and refined. But of course, if you're not a skinny leg person, I love then that slim fit because then that's kind of that play between.
So what you're saying is take your partner with you when you go and shop.
Right.
So
that's all I'm saying.
I love it. Well, I need to see these in action,
absolutely.
please. So can we bring in the most beautiful
model right there? And there we have the use of the chino so well here. We've got a really nice skinny fit here. We can see we've rolled it up in the ankles. We've added a bit of a tee with a shirt just to give it that relaxed feel. So you see how here we've played with proportions. Up top it's a little bit more loose, but at the bottom a little bit more tailored. So again, it's how you mix and match it. Your proportions as a person though is very key on how you style this, but really looking relaxed and dapper right there.
I love it, yeah, and that really does speak to the crossover ability. I mean, he looks like he could be at work today, or he could be with his mates. Absolutely love that, man.
Premium.
Great look. Let's bring in another model.
Yes.
Now I need someone really
good to like really turn us over. Oh, wow. And there we have our second look. Again, we've taken it up a little bit more. We've added a blazer to the look. Again, a little bit more relaxed at the bottom. And I love that kind of play here. But I think with that blazer, it just turns it up a little bit. But again, depending on the fit that you're going for, you can really play any kind of look, I guess, with this.
Yeah, man. So for the one day of the year that Raul remains fully dressed, this is it.
We're so lucky.
This is what he's going to wear for his 2023 outfit.
Oh my gosh, so great.
Say from our side, it feels like an absolute staple. I don't know why I don't have this in my wardrobe, but thank you, Woolies. This is definitely added to the closet.
We're just here to style up your wardrobe, give you more clothes.
You know, Knox doesn't actually own the clothing to give us the stuff, eh? I'm sorry, lad.
Woolies there.
Give us a goosey on the way out. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And in terms of the colours, I like the fact that we've got quite a neutral base here as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking you could set up a work week with just a couple of different options and how you mix and match. I'm a big fan of tees and blazers and that sort of thing.
And the versatility, just keep it in your boot, swap it out there. Your chinos are there as the basic, which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, man, they make you feel like a man. I absolutely love it. No, Paula, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you, dear. Hopefully this has given you that base point, that jumping off point, if you will, for your own chino journey. And you can shop right now in Woolies. Their must-have chinos are available in a range, as you've seen, of classic and contemporary cuts for that perfect fit for you. You know what you feel good in. Now go head in store or online or even on the app to get some more inspiration. Knox, thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.
Love it.
I love it. Chinos. But what about cappuccinos? In fact, not cappuccinos. Let's go to another drink. I mean, when you love coffee as much as we do, you'll want to add it to everything you can. So this morning, we are putting our twist on a traditional affogato. An affogato is an Italian-based dessert made using a scoop of vanilla gelato ice cream and drowned with a shot of hot espresso, in this case, Expresso. And we have to do this for the recipe. We are using the beautiful Jacob's Barista editions. Of course, the coffee pod, the number 9, the Colombia single origins is perfect for this. Its beautiful richness and intensity will balance well with the ice cream, but you can use any Jacob's coffee pod of your choice. I mean, you just have to do anything you want to. Go, boss. And I brought in somebody fantastic, all right? Miss Paula B is here. Miss Paula B were telling us about like hair and beauty trends earlier. Now you get a chance to do this. And all of this. I'm not touching anything. Miss Paula B. It's just, this is how it goes. So what we have here is, as you can see, we've created the Colombia single origin.
Yeah.
Are you a coffee drinker?
I am. I actually just had some coffee.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad they gave you coffee today. I'm still waiting for mine, but maybe I'll have this one. So we want to make this, right, affogato, but we're going to give it a nice sort of a spice. So we've got cardamom as well as cinnamon.
Okay.
Right? And I want you to just add, with this spoon over here, just a touch to give it that beautiful essence.
Is this enough? Do you know the measurements,
Yeah,
Paul?
I do, yes. That's actually...
That's too much?
No, that's perfect. Would you have that tip of spoon? Okay, no, you have to do more now.
Okay.
Okay, no, less? Okay, now more. I'm kidding. Just go for it. That's
I'm
fine.
done. Okay.
Perfect, there we go. And then the cinnamon.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Very little.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, great.
I'm sure you've seen the cinnamon challenge.
I have. Okay, and a stir?
And then a stir is important now.
Yes.
Yes, create a stir, as you have done on many of the profiles that I've seen you on, Miss Paula B. And it's a good stir. Like you have. I mean, that's why your following is so immense. I think it's because it's probably your authenticity and the way you do it, that sort of thing. That's why your trends have seemed to have such practicality when you shoot those videos. Just about the way you roll. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
wonderful.
This is, that's it. I'm an affirmation guy. It's called affirmation affogato. Is actually the recipe.
Oh.
Now that we've got this sorted out, right? You've spiced it up. I just want to see if it is. Your measurements are perfect.
Perfect.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I just guess.
You just have a talent, right?
I do.
And you are a talented person, Miss
Wow.
Paula B. Very talented.
Thank
That's how
you.
it goes. So now what I want you to do is take this lovely spiced coffee that you have, and the only way we have to make it the affogato, it's a dessert, pour it over that ice cream.
Okay.
Right? Are you an ice cream person?
I am. I'm actually not supposed to be, but...
oh, no. Are you doing one of those diet things?
No. The tummy, a little bit of... Yes. Don't make me laugh.
Sorry?
No, I can't.
Little bit of what? I want to hear the story.
Get up all this. Wait, I'm very busy, Cole.
Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. Okay, there we go.
Wowee.
Ah, there we go. You see?
Wowee.
Affogato.
Okay.
All right? The thing is,
Is that it?
Well, that is actually it. That's all you. This is it over here. But what we like to do is see as the ice cream comes to the top. Wow. Did you see that?
Yes, I
you
saw
that. Right? You need
I-
to be proud of yourself. You can now get sexy with it and drop a couple of almonds on top of the ice cream so that you get the beautiful textural elements that the affogato has been so famous for when it comes to that. And that's it. So we've spiced the coffee. We've added the ice cream. We've done a bit of almonds. People will go nuts for this. It's the type of vibe. And we use the Jacob's Barista editions, the Colombia single origins range. That is what you did. That is affogato. Compliments to Miss Paula B.
Oh,
Are you too proud of yourself?
I am. That was great.
That's fantastic. May I taste that?
Please do.
Because I'd just like to see if you got all the balance right.
Please
Here we
do.
go. A beautiful taste test. Let's see if Miss Paula B is backing it up with a whole... Here goes. Coffee's... Okay, the spice and the... Thank you. I'm going to use the fancy spoon for this. And now, the beauty of affogato is doing that. So you get a bit of that ice cream, a bit of coffee. With Paula B, you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do with Paula B? I want to unfollow you just to follow you
Follow
again.
me back. Oh.
That's how good it was. That's how good it was. Can I do that? I'm going to unfollow. I'm going to block you.
Oh, no,
I'm going to unblock you and follow you again. That's how good that is. Like a fresh slate. I might have a new profile after this.
Okay.
Just to follow you again. That was really great. I'm going to hold this while I tell you about this affogato. Okay. Why don't you do affogato videos?
I should, actually. From now on, that's a...
Change the vibe. My word. Sorry, I'm going to enjoy this. To make your own spiced coffee affogato at home, get the full recipe on expressoshow.com. And if you missed any of the steps, we do have a recap, except this recap doesn't have Miss Paula B in it, but it's okay. We're going to work on the next one. Oh, good. So good.
With Jacob's Barista Editions, every bean, every roast, every cup is in a class of its own. Jacob's Barista quality in whole beans and new aluminium capsules in 3 exciting flavors. Try now.
Affogato.
Affogato.
That was nice.
It was really good. And I think Miss Paula B just like added an extra bit of spice to it, which is wonderful. That's why it was the spiced affogato.
Absolutely. You're holding your cup the wrong way.
I am.
Yeah, just turn it around for us. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that.
No one saw it. They'll never know. Nobody will know.
Nobody will know. We're going to take a very quick break. Man, it's been a cool morning so far. It really has been, but we're not done yet. Lots more to come. Kuitle is out and about exploring our beautiful country once again. We are just a little bit jealous, but this time around she explores horse racing at the Dundee July.
What? And then, of course, you know, we've got press here as well.
No, we've got press.
We have media and we have press. The talent.
Exactly. Don't mistake the two. You can't, because there's 3 S's, which is fantastic. And we get into our Oma of the Week announcement. That's going to be very, very special. Heartwarming,
yes,
indeed.
So please stay there. Grab your cup, but stay there. We'll be right back.
The best way to show you care is by giving someone a little winter warmth. That's why Panado is asking you to nominate someone who needs that warmth with a 2,000 Rand dose of care cash each weekday from the 17th to the 28th of July on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages. Nominate your choice by using #PanadoSA and #ADoseOfCare and transform the winter of someone close to you. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Watch South Africa versus Scotland live in France in a once-in-a-lifetime rugby experience brought to you by Clover. Catch the Box in Rugby's ultimate showpiece hosted by Springbok legend Skulk Burger. 5 lucky winners and their partners will be winging their way to France. Plus, take a cruise to the Mediterranean island paradise of Ibiza. Buy any Clover product to enter. Watch Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more information on how you can win.
Made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good.
Welcome back to it. It's wonderful to be hanging out with you on this Thursday morning right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on S3. Right now, let's once again shine that spotlight on our beautiful country. And listen, it is so beautiful. And once again, let's be a tourist in our own country. Now, you get to experience not only the diversity of each city, but the beauty of the unique culture as well. So let's get ready to unlock another level of KZN with Kutle.
South Africans are truly blessed to have their dream holiday destinations on their doorstep, and Tourism KZN is going to show you how to explore incredible entertainment while basking in the luxuriousness of KZN, even in the smallest towns like Dundee. We have an exciting weekend ahead, from dining with royals at the Dundee July 2023 to a relaxing stay at a new resort, Vulindaba.
Kuhle, it's such a beautiful venue. I mean, you can see the mountains. We're surrounded by basically an amphitheater. We've got about 69 rooms. All the rooms are facing this beautiful view. You can come here, you can come and relax, and you just enjoy yourself.
After a relaxing morning, it's time to get the body moving. I'm about to check out my golfing game here at a new resort, Vulindaba, with a golfing lesson with the pros. Henry, where do we even begin?
Important thing is the grip. Arm straight, bring it slightly down, hold straight arm.
The golfing experience was my first, so that is special. I mean, I was rough around the edges, but I'm seeing a young Tiger Adams there. Oh my gosh! That was a winning one! I love it! I would say that KZN is a prime destination, and there's so much to do and take part in. It's rich in history, in culture, in heritage. There's so much to learn from this province. I mean, why would you not want to be here?
African royalty is the theme, but traditional horse racing is the agenda of the day. So get ready for your dose of glamour and fun, KZN style, at the Dundee July 2023.
So by having this particular event, we are simply igniting that heritage and cultural tourism which is in this area.
The print always stands out with Zulus. No matter how you want to dress it, it could be a suit, it could be, you know, anything. But you know, the print is the mark.
I would say it's the best place to be, because there's lots happening in KZN. There was past few weeks, there was Durban July, now it's Dundee July, so it's very exciting.
For events like this, I would say people should come to support young designers. I saw some beautiful creations from young designers. This is the place where we get to showcase our work.
Dundee July was spectacular. It's my first time there, and people at Dundee are truly proud of who they are and what they're about, and witnessing the traditional horse racing was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The saying goes, Africa is the cradle of humankind. It is rich in diversity and culture, and with the iconic variations of representation of African royalty, it truly speaks to the spirit of Ubuntu, care and love. Well, that's a wrap of the Dundee July 2023.
Ah, Kuhle, you are living the life. I mean, that is it. Go out there and explore our beautiful country and choose those destinations that really align with what it is that you really enjoy. Thank you very much. Right now, let's continue with your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's time for our Omar of the Week.
It is indeed. It's time to announce this week's Omar of the Week, the number of nominations that come through. I mean, we loved every one of them, and it was absolutely incredible. But one actually nomination stood out for us, Ewan, and we have to get into it because this one was by Tumelo Monareng, and I have to go straight into this particular one. It's so beautiful. She says, I nominate my grandmother, Koko Catherine, who just turned 84 years old on the 10th of June. It's such an amazing feeling having her around. Her guidance, love and prayers keeps us going every day. And when we count our blessings, we count hers too. The support and love that she gives us is more than what we can ask from this world. She deserves all the diamonds and the gold of this world. There's nothing quite like Omar's love. Do you want to make us cry this early in the morning? That is special, right?
And Tumelo, look at that photo. I love your photo, Tumelo. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Very, very cool.
We need to do the crowning. Let's do this together.
Let's do this. All right. Very, very special. So we have the great honor of crowning Omar Koko Catherine as the official Omar of the Week.
Yes.
Well deserved. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And there you can see Omar Koko right there. Oh, what a beautiful human being, man. And congratulations for your belated birthday.
It's great. It really is. And that's why we have to celebrate these elders of ours. They are here because they need to guide us. They have wisdom beyond our wildest dreams. And that's why we need to listen and also nominate. So if you'd like to drop a couple of nominations our way, you're welcome to do so. If you're still blessed to have your Oma or Opa in your life, then ring them up. Go show them some love. In fact, take over some Omar Rusks to their house now. Have a conversation with them. Talk about their past. They love that. And let's keep the love and motivation flowing and the appreciation.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And share a rusk, just like I'm about to do with my friend, Carl Wasty.
I'm going. Okay, I'm going with you.
I don't want to eat alone.
I'm right in here.
Thank you.
Go.
Cheers.
That's it.
South Africa, what a wonderful morning.
Those who rusk together, trust together.
There is more in every dip with Omar Rusks.
Are you still chewing?
I am still chewing.
I was about to tell you about what's coming up. Okay, I'm sorry, it's rude to eat with your mouth full. But this is what happens when you Feel Good Breakfast Show, because we have rusks, okay? But stay right there because Press is coming up with another performance. It's going to be absolutely incredible. There he is. Look at that. Oozes just
love it.
R&B and Afro soul excellence. And at the Netball World Cup as well tomorrow, performing African Child. I can't wait to hear that song. You will hear it a little later on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Stay right there.
We're going to press play.
We're going to continue chewing.
Yeah, absolutely.
90% of South Africans can't afford to retire. Start saving in Nedbank Just Invest account. Choose a rate of up to 8.75% and make additional deposits when you have extra money. Join the bank that's best for your savings goals.
It's my feel-good.
Hello, hello, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. And let's be honest, there's nothing as perfect as a hearty plate of pasta on a chilly winter's evening. And today we are paying tribute to the iconic Italian dish with Woolworths' Taste Food Director Abigail Donnelly. She's just fantastic, who is here to whip up a deliciously fresh penne using pantry items. Lots of peas in there.
Yes, you want to pronounce it?
Sure.
It's the 3P pasta.
The 3P pasta.
My favorite penne.
Okay.
Peppers, marinated peppers. So pennes, pepperonata.
Pepper.
That's how you pronounce it.
You got that right the first time round. I'm proud of you.
I won't do it again.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing. I mean, pasta is really considered like a comfort food, especially during the colder winter months. It's nice. So penne we're working with, but what are some of your favorites? What type of pasta?
Penne, I like something that is like quite chunky. That's why I love penne. So my husband and I, his is spaghetti, mine is penne. So I don't always get my way. But what I do love as well is the rigatoni, which is new,
yes, those
which is
thicker ones,
fantastic as well. And then also the big conchiglegi, which is the big shells that you often, which is probably pronounced, which you conchiglegi.
I'm sure there's a different Italian way to say
They're great because you can stuff them with spinach and ricotta, and then or even if you make a plain kind of arrabbiata sauce, the sauce collects in the pockets.
And that's what I love about a pasta, because you know it can be simple, but it can be absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're making the 3P pasta. Is that what we're labeling it as?
Yes. So we start with a little bit of olive oil, not extra virgin. You can add extra virgin at the end.
Okay.
Just a basic olive oil, and there's so many on the shelf.
Righto.
And then with that, we've got the. You can pronounce it.
Okay.
Pepperonata.
Pepperonata pasta sauce.
Yeah. So it's tomato and basil and some peppers. So you can chuck that in there.
Oh, that smells
and
lovely. All of it.
Yes, and this is so quick. And remember...
It's hot.
We can turn that down a bit.
What is down? Okay, there we go.
But you can see I love a hot pan because all the oils are released as well.
Now I'll stand at a distance.
You can stand there.
Look at that. Oh,
and
there we go.
You can see the thickness and the quality. It looks
Calming
so
down.
homemade.
Calming down. That looks really hot.
Sorry about that. And
good.
look at these very authentic roasted peppers. They've still got the charness on. And I just want to break them and chop them, but I love a little bit of texture, so I just break them in there. And then don't chuck away the brine. Use those in your use that in your salad dressing.
Oh, really?
I smell that.
Ooh, that smells
So
lovely.
just keep it as
You get
smoky
that
and lovely.
smoky flavour,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. So that's that.
Okay.
And so many of these different sauces in jars on the shelves. You can actually make it yourself. Remember, pasta
And you know what?
can
For
be...
somebody that's got a busy schedule during the week, you know, putting together something like this is quick, and the family's going to love it.
Exactly. And just remember that you can bulk up your pasta and you can freeze it. So if it's or you quickly want to come home, then this
Heat
is...
it up and take it out.
Heat it up. Yeah. I just want to also talk about this fabulous range, which is like really authentic, and that is a bronze die cutter is used. The reason for that is that bronze is not as smooth as another metal, so it gives texture, and that allows all the sauce to add to the ridges and just to soak it. Yeah, there's a whole kind of terminology there. Then balsamic vinegar, a traditional one from Modena, where it is made in Italy, in the south of Venice, and then you just add a little bit of that, just for acidity, which is great, and obviously also a little bit of sweetness.
Ooh, I love that smell.
And then the best.
You see, that balsamic is just adding that flavour, that flavour profile to it. Yeah.
And you can use a nice piece of goat cheese on top, which can kind of melt in. You can add some grated mozzarella, parmesan, or just eat it like that.
What about those who wants to have a protein option? What can you add? Or would you suggest you just for this particular one?
That's quite an interesting family question and debate in my family, is because my family doesn't believe if even bacon is meat. Want meat. So you can add a little bit of bacon.
Okay, that could also be
add a bit of leftover shredded chicken or even beef. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of fried or grilled torn sausage as well, a little bit of pork sausage or beef or lamb.
Right, yes.
Yeah, just to bulk it up.
Or that spicy Italian sausage.
Know
what I'm saying?
Pepperino, salami?
It's a salami, but
But
it's
not a chorizo. Maybe you're thinking of chorizo.
Chorizo?
Yeah, but that's more like Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spanish salami, yeah. Okay.
So that's...
But this is so quick. I always want to ask you, so what else do we need to do? But we are done.
Oh, I just eat it.
Now we just have to eat
You
it.
fancy pasta for breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a quick one. With regards to preparing your pasta, because you had a ready-made bowl of pasta already, all right? Tips and tricks. Now, I've heard a lot of things. Obviously, salt in the water. Some people say put a dash of oil in.
Yeah.
I've seen Italian chefs say, listen, no oil. Just make sure the water is boiling when you put the pasta in. What's your tips and go-to?
Correct. And I agree with that because the quality of these pastas don't really need the olive oil. I mean, they're not going to stick together as long as you put them into boiling water. And then some people say salt. I rather add salt at the end and season it that way because I'm either going to use anchovies maybe or olives for the saltiness. So that's why I like to do it at the end.
Because we must remember, like when you use ingredients like this, I mean, most oftentimes there's salt in there already.
Exactly,
And we all want to kind of look after our salt.
And then I don't even, if I want to keep it for a while, I don't put olive oil on the pasta. Again, it's good quality. It's not going to stick together. It really needs nothing. And then I would add a little bit of olive oil at the end. I love adding
just
olive
right
oil.
at the end.
And you know what I also love adding to pasta is fresh garlic at the end. So even if you start with the garlic and melt it down, then I love just to add a little bit of fresh garlic at the end, just to lift it all together.
All right, pass me that bowl there quickly.
Yes, so I'm going to dish up. Yeah.
You have
And
a
you can,
spoon there
we
for me.
go, fancy gold spoon, and then you can have a taste. But it's just so
And would you
easy
kind of put some Parmesan cheese
Yes, as
on
I
it?
said, Parmesan or hard cheese or pecorino, even goat's cheese, whatever
Goat's
you
cheese,
fancy.
I think, could be nice.
I like goat's cheese because it's creamy and it just adds a little bit of tartness.
Yes, all right.
Tartness might not be the right word for goat's cheese, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Acidity.
There we go. You can pop that down there. Now,
That's good.
I mean, this is literally the perfect time to indulge in comfort foods and try new pasta recipes just like this one that will make you feel warm with hugs on the inside. So what you can do is you can shop authentic Italian pastas at Woolworths, in-store, online, or on the app. Abby, thank you very much. I mean, this was so nice. I love the fact that it's so quick and this is full of flavor.
Absolutely.
I need to just have a little bit of a taste here. Oh, wow. That smokiness of the peppers is really coming through.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, yeah. And then all those sauces are collecting in the ribs of the penne.
In the ribs of the penne. I like that. Look at Abigail. This is why we love her so much. Check it out on our website, expressoshow.com. It is there, and that is how you make a very simple, quick, yet absolutely flavorful pasta.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good
This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. It's been a wonderful morning. Abby, you have been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad I could feed you.
Oh, you know, she knows how to make me happy. She really do. So we have a couple of minutes left of the show, Abby. And have you ever heard of the quote, you know, there's always a calm before the storm?
Yes.
Yes. Now, we do want to finish off on a bit of a lach. So this is our time where we just take a moment and we show the South African viewers and wherever they are watching from the lach of the day.
Oh, fabulous.
Are you
Okay, I'm
ready
in for
to
a lach.
see how this baby managed to survive what is coming up next? And the intense focus is there.
Oh, so cute.
It got you as well.
I did.
It did.
Actually,
You
I
almost
love
fell
watching
backwards.
Those baby ones.
I mean, it's one of those things, you know it's coming. You know it's coming, but you just can't help the reaction. That's our lach of the day. We are not done yet. We have one more epic performance heading your way. Right now, it's Press.
It is indeed. So let's go straight into it with my boy Press, my new best friend. You've got a tour that's going on and circling South Africa. I'm Black and Golden tour. I'd like to know a bit more details. Where are you next?
We started in Pretoria.
Yeah.
We are in Bloemfontein next at the Sun Duplessis Theatre. But because I didn't put Cape Town on the schedule, I'm doing Ayep Yep on Sunday.
Okay,
this
good.
Sunday.
Okay, this Sunday.
Yes.
Tickets at door or at web tickets?
For Ayep Yep is for free.
Yeah.
But for the rest, it's web tickets.
Okay, web tickets. Perfect
Yes.
stuff. Also, African Child.
Yeah.
The perfect song for the Netball World Cup. Why this one?
The last the last song that we had that spoke about being proud of an African was by Vicky Sampson.
Oh, yes.
And I believe this is the next one because of just its trajectory. Is that the right English?
Yes, no trajectory, is it?
Yeah.
It's elevation.
It's moving.
It's patriotic stimulation.
It's moving like
for
that.
the nation.
Yes.
I love it.
With a triple S.
You know. So Google this guy, Press with a triple S. If you Google Press with 2 S's, you get media. So rather Google Press with a triple S to get this guy. He's going to give you African Child. It's an elevating song and it will make you proud of the Netball World Cup being hosted on home soil. Press, take it away, brother.
Thank you.
It's time to celebrate the victories of an African warrior. I'm standing on top of a mountain. I'm calling all of my people. It's time to celebrate the victories of an African warrior. Shapang Milodi, limited It's time to celebrate the victories of an African warrior. Babis and Bonke, my best basso bona. It's time to celebrate the victories of an African warrior. Tell the world I'm an African child. Imam Kuti. I was born an African, and I was raised to be a warrior. Ooh, I'm a champion. Tell the world I'm an African child. born an African, and I was raised to be a warrior. Ooh, I'm a champion. From the dusty fields of my village to world stages, I'm crossing finish lines. I have claimed my spot, and I am proud to be an African. Ooh, I'm a champion. Of an African warrior. Yeah, I'm an African child. It's time to celebrate the victories of an African warrior. Tell the world I'm an African child. I was born an African, and I am proud to be a warrior. Ooh, I'm a champion. Hear the footsteps of victory echoing, champion, champion. Listen to the sounds of victory echoing, champion, champion. Power, Goku, Wena, Wazi, Kudana, champion. I am proud to be an African. Ooh, I'm a champion.
You are a champion! Yo! My word, if you want Netball World Cup excitement, all you have to do is press. Press. He's amazing. He'll be performing tomorrow, African Child, that particular song. Please go check him out and support the Proteas as they head into Netball World Cup. What a song.
It's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting. And yeah, it's lovely to have you, Press. You and your entire band. Absolutely phenomenal. Take a last bow. Thank you, my friend. Love that. Looking all kinds of swaggy, huh?
He's a champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, he is.
So tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice, I like it.
I know, we planned that.
It's Friday tomorrow, which is fantastic. It's the end of the week, people. We've made it, and we have an incredible show lined up just for you ahead of the weekend. We've got lots. There's movies from JP Sebastian, Ruan Josh, and Franja Duplessis. They are here. They're going to be performing, making music as well.
Also, we're covering something called Jail Bail. This is in association with cancer. And what they're doing is they're locking up celebrities until they have raised enough funds for that cancer association. I think it's a great cause, and I love the fact that, you know, the celebrities are willing to get into those cells, so to speak, to assist. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah, man. And Friday Dance. Yeah, did you say that already?
No, not yet. It's going to be happening.
All the way from KZN. It's going to be amazing. Are you ready? Get loose. Get lekker.
We are. We were loose today. We had an affogato recipe. We did some beautiful pastas. We got a brand new range for you of cookware that you've got. We try to equip you with all you need to get yourself started for the weekend. And then tomorrow's show is going to be that official boost into all the excitement. Banyana and Rugby World Cup and Netball World Cup. We are so proud to be South African.
Alles net hier. Have a wonderful day, our family. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you, Press!
Another feel-good production.
All right, welcome back to it. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, and we can't let this man go without another performance. Press is here, and he's been causing all kinds of vibes on our Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. And listen to the band as well. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you very much for pulling in. Press, my friend, for those who's maybe just catching this for the very first time, you're going to be performing at the Netball World Cup, which is, I think, you must be super excited for it.
Definitely.
I mean, how do you feel about this whole, I think, kind of like energy happening around the mother city at the moment with regards to netball, and the fact that you are going to be there stepping in as well?
I think it's an amazing feeling for me as a musician, and representing obviously Africa at large, because the World Cup is coming to Africa. So
Dude,
it's a
everyone
big
is
thing.
watching.
You know what I mean? So it's a very big achievement for me musically, and for Africa as well. You know, as I said earlier on in the interview, that when FIFA came and they had Shakira doing the World Cup theme song, because my song is not only just a performance, it's actually the theme song for the Netball World Cup.
Yes, that's
so it's a big achievement, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And listen, you've been busy in the music scene since the early 2000s. You've been doing so much. If you take a look back, at your career path, and you look back where you are now, I mean, how you feel in terms of what you've achieved with regards to your passion, music?
I feel like the genre Afro soul, if I should call it that, has grown quite well, and there are a lot of young soul musicians coming through, you know, from South Africa, and I'm proud to claim that I have cleared the path for that. I mean, since that time until now, but I'm still very excited about my career. I mean, I'm 45 years old now.
Youngster.
But we're still going strong. I've got a very young band, and they understand what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to put out there, and it's exciting. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget that you got to be you are today because of hard work, and dedication, and commitment to your craft, and for that we applaud you, my friend. All right, we have one more performance, one song. What are we doing for us?
We're doing my first solo album after Popstars. This was released in 2004. It's called Cry No More.
Cry No More.
Yeah, because we're going into August.
Yes.
And we're trying to say, gents, let's stop beating up the ladies, please.
I like that.
This is the kind of song.
It's got a good message. Yeah. All right, Cry No More. Here we go. It's Press.
For that phone to ring, hoping he would call to say he's coming home. He's out with his boys, not even thinking of you, probably drinking with some ex-girlfriend. And when he comes home, he beats you up and calls you names, but you hide it from your girls that he abuses you. He's a lying, cheating fool, he don't deserve you. You belong right here with me. For you lately, except put bruises on that beautiful face. He makes you feel he cause he scares you, playing macho on a lady like you. What happened to that promise that he made to you? He said he'd marry you and you would have a family. He's a lying, cheating fool, he don't deserve you. You belong right here with me. above, and only the Lord knows that I love you. Your tears won't touch them. I'll carry you through your lonely days. Come rain, come sunshine, I'll do all I can to keep you safe from harm. I'll be your answer to every little question in you.
Yes, Press, thank you very much. Afro Soul and R&B Gold, my friend. Thank you very much to the band. I salute you guys. Thank you very much for coming through. Appreciate it, and all the best with the upcoming performance at the Netball World Cup, man. It's going to be epic. Have a wonderful day, Mzansi. We'll see you tomorrow.